And
Okay, we are live.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. Vera is
Hi.
in the dark cave at the moment. She'll be with us.
I will
shortly.
escape this shortly. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Today is Lorebeards role playing, and we are going to do some fun character creation stuff today.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited that today we're going to be going through the entirety of Dungeons and Dragons and making one character from each edition.
Well, I mean, we're not doing every single edition. We're gonna combine some things together, but we're gonna cover broadly all the editions. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not going to be 3 and 3.5 and all of these things, but we're going to mostly cover our ground. We're going to have a 5-character party that's going to be, I would say, representative of the legacy of D&D. So,
Mm-hmm. You know, I was thinking, Vera, that we should make a rule for dice rolling, and I think if the edition demands dice rolling, I think
okay.
the other person should roll the dice. So if I'm making the character, you roll the dice for me. If you're making the character, I'll roll the dice for you. And I think if it does not demand the dice, like 3-0, 3-5, and 4 and 5th, I think we should go with the average. Average result for like hit points, and for stats we'll do point buy or standard array or something like that.
Yeah, fair enough. There are going to be a couple of places that offer a array or point buy system in the book. We can look at that when we get there. There's all sorts of wonderful options we're going to uncover.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But if it sounds good to you, then I think that's the way we'd like to do it. And because Sotek says we should always introduce ourselves to people who are listening to the show, my name is Ross Watson. I am a role-playing game designer and author. I've written over 100 different products for role-playing games. You would know me from products like Torg Eternity, Star Wars: Edge of the Empire, the majority of the Warhammer 40,000 role-playing game lines, a whole bunch of stuff for Savage Worlds. Savage Worlds Rifts is another big one, and many more, but those are the highlights.
And hi, I'm Vera. I am also a role-playing game designer with over a dozen titles to my name. You might know my work from the Old World GM's Guide, from the recent Temple of Spite book for 4th edition Warhammer Fantasy. I work on the fantasy side of the modern C7 lines. And I'm also a thing maker here online. Hello.
That's right. We're both online thing doers now because
Whoa.
I have done some Twitch streaming and going to do more. Vera and I are going to co-op on some Bloodborne for sure, and I'm trying to get her to maybe co-op with some other games. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, very excited. Cool things ahead.
Right. So maybe we should just dive right in. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. This is going to be a bit of a process for a few of these editions that have numerous steps.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I need to actually just increase the size over here, and then I can add in. I have a page open where I have a character sheet for basic D&D loaded up and ready to go. There it is. Look at that. Look at that beautiful character sheet.
Oh, gorgeous. Look at that.
I mean, that is like the epitome of the basic D&D character sheet. So what do I mean when I say basic D&D? I'm assuming that most people know, but I thought I would just briefly go over it. So basic D&D, you'll see I have this book right here called the Rules Encyclopedia. It's produced in 1991 by a friend of mine, Aaron Alston, who is unfortunately no longer with us. And the Rules Encyclopedia is essentially all the rules from 1991 and prior, all the way back to 1974. It is a compilation of what's called the Metzner era, the basic, expert, companion, master, and immortal sets, which were based on the Moldvay set, which was the 1981 set, and that was based on the Holmes set, which was the 1977 set, which was based on the original set from 1974. So this book is going to stand in for 4 editions of Dungeons & Dragons. It's called the Basic D&D, and I think that is that's a good description of it. Basic D&D is, it's very basic. It is what it says on the tin. And one of the cool things about Basic D&D is back then, I don't know if this is okay. I'm saying it's a cool thing. To me, it's cool. Let me put it that way. I enjoy it. But one of the things I enjoy about this edition is that any non-human species that were called demi-humans, so dwarves, elves, halflings. These were a class. You know, you were not a dwarf fighter, you were a dwarf. You were not an elf wizard, you were an elf. And I think Vera, you said that you wanted to have the rules as part of this be that chat kind of helps us determine our character as we go, right? How does that work?
Yeah, I would say so. I think we're going to discuss like the additions themselves and what makes them special. And I think the ideal here is to have a full party that sort of represents each generation of D&D in some way, right? Using unique features and so on. But we're open to suggestion here.
Well, so the first thing on this, so chapter 1, right? Character creation right here. It says the very first thing we need to do is roll for ability scores. And this is basic D&D. So it is 3d6 right down the line. There's no point buy. There's no nothing. It is, you get what you get.
So all right. So how many times do we roll 3d6 here?
So that would be 6 times, one for each stat.
All right. Let me see here. Hang on. All right. First is 10.
All right. So I have a strength of 10.
Strong.
Then average. Average.
Next up is 8. I apologize.
Well, you know, that's actually fine. Like 8's okay. I can live with 8.
Mm-hmm. Next up is 16. Okay.
Hey, I could be a cleric.
You could be. Then 10 again.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely feeling a cleric here.
See the wisdom.
Could also be a dwarf. Let's see how the constitution goes.
Then 11.
Okay. All right. And charisma.
3.
Oof. Oh. Oh, this is that's a penalty.
That sure is. So this is the beauty of rolling 3d6.
So according to the types of character classes here, there is a 9 constitution requirement for dwarf, so I qualify.
All right.
There is a 9 intelligence requirement for an elf, so I do not qualify for elf. There is a 9 dex and 9 constitution for a halfling, so I also qualify for that. And the mystic, by the way, mystic is a class that only exists, I think, in basic. That requires a wisdom and dexterity of 13, which I definitely do not have. So I could be a halfling, I could be an elf. No, I'm sorry, halfling or dwarf is what I could be, plus the base classes as well. So cleric, fighter, magic user, thief, dwarf, and halfling are my options. What do you guys think? We're leaving this up to chat. Is that how it's going to work?
Yeah, we're open to suggestion, I think. I want to know there's a certain beauty to your stats that you roll, walking you out of being an entire race of creature.
Yeah, basically.
No elf of mine would have decks like that.
No, it's intelligence, actually. I'm too dumb to be an elf. According to basic, yeah. So there's a question about what is a mystic. Mystics are kind of like a combination of a psionic and a monk. It's in the rule cyclopedia, this is marked as optional and essentially experimental. It was used as a playtest class for Unearthed Arcana for 5th edition. But it's one of those classes that I'm like, I never see anybody freaking play a mystic. So now you know what's up with that. All right, guys, I need an answer here from chat. Like, what are we playing? Fighter, magic user, thief, cleric, dwarf, or halfling are the options on the table. Halflings are essentially fighter thieves. Dwarves are essentially fighters. So a fighter is just basically a different version of a dwarf. I am set up very well to be a cleric, though. I would point that out. Now there is an option to
basic, like interchangeably refers to the fighter as fighting men and so on as well.
It says here under adjustability scores, you can trade 2 points from an ability score you don't want to raise your prime requisite, which is the requirements for the class.
Can you reduce your 3 to a 1?
You do not lower any ability below a score of 9, so I can't actually. And it's a 2-for-1 trade. You trade 2 points from one stat to 1 point for another stat.
All right, so you can't like tunnel it all the way down.
No, I can't. And I can't go to 1 for sure. All right, halfling. Everybody's saying halfling. All right, we got 3 halflings. Yep.
Fair enough. Yeah, halfling. I mean,
all right.
That is a unique class to your first edition.
It is perfect. I was actually really hoping we could get one of the basic classes. I need you to roll a d6 for my hit points now.
All right, here goes nothing. That is a 4.
All right, 4 hit points for my character. I'm going to name him. I have a great halfling name that I just very rarely get to use. His name is Lumpin Kettle Black. Good old Lumpin.
Right.
Lumpin is first level because that's how you start in basic Dungeons and Dragons. And let's see here. You now get to roll 3d6 and multiply by 10 for my starting gold.
All right, is Lumpin wealthy? Lumpin has a 15 times 10. Then?
Yeah, it's 150 gold. That's very good. That is very good. Let's see here. Does the second sheet have a space for money? Skills, notes, spells, thief abilities, money. Here we go. Gold, 150. There it is. Boom. I have 150 gold coins. Awesome. We've done our hit points. We've done our stats. We've done our class. We've done our money. The next step is to buy equipment. I'm just gonna skip that for now because that shopping can take a while. I think I can afford leather armor though, and we know that leather armor is going to be good because I am a rogue. So that's going to set my armor class to 7.
Which is good. Remember, like lower than 10 is better. This is Thaco land.
Correct. You start at no armor gives you an armor class of 9, and it goes down from there in basic. I've got my saving throws next, which these are great. Saving throws. Let's see here. To find the saving throws for your character, look up his class and experience level. All right, cool. Oh, and I also have my bonuses and penalties here. So a 10 strength is no adjustment. An 8 intelligence is a -1. So -1. 16 wisdom is a +2 in the basic D&D. Dexterity, as we know, is nothing, or 10 is nothing, as we know. 11 is also nothing, and 3 is a -3 penalty. So not crippling, actually. You'd think it would be bad, but it's really not as bad as you think. All right. I could do my Thaco too, right?
Yeah, I think all you need is your armor class, right?
Well, I think I have to. It depends on what weapon I'm using, I think, and whether I'm proficient with it and things like that.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, by the way, intelligence of 10 means I read and write my native languages, which are usually 2. So we're going to say I can read and write. There should be something for languages. Skills, spells, experience points. Did I miss it? Huh. All right, well, I'm going to put it under other notes that I can speak and read Common and Halfling.
Perfect. I love the character sketch or symbol also.
Right. Let's see here. Bonus penalties for ability scores. Yep, did that. Intelligence modifies that. Wisdom. The effects of the high wisdom, that's going to affect my saving throws, which is cool. I need to find where that chart is. These charts are everywhere, you guys.
Yeah, second edition is at least 60 for character creation.
There's so many charts. My charisma adjustment table. I have a -3 reaction adjustment, 1 max retainer, and my retainer morale is the bottom basement of 4.
Beautiful.
Yikes. Dexterity does modify armor class, but I don't have a high enough dexterity to do that. My constitution doesn't help me too much either. So I need to choose my alignment now: law, chaos, or neutrality. Those are my three choices. I am going to. Chaos is a little bit evil, but I feel like Lumpen isn't exactly a beacon of good either. It's certainly not law. So I'm going to put out neutral for his alignment. My name is Ross, and my Dungeon Master is Vera Samilla. Look at that. Boom. All right, we got to figure out these saving throws. Come on, where is it? Help me out.
There's going to be a table somewhere that I assume was like level 1 halfling saves at base.
There's got to be, right? Well, okay, we're almost there. We can determine my height and weight though. So if I am a halfling, it says I am. Wow. Okay. Character can choose any height and weight for his character, which the DM agrees is appropriate. And halfling characters have either 2 foot 10 inches, 3 foot, or 3 foot 2 inches. I'm going to say, I don't know. What do you think? Am I less than 3 feet high? That's a halfling.
Well, you were kind of Lumpkin-esque, so I would say so, by a little bit.
All right, we're going for super short, 2 foot 10 inches tall.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow. There we go. Height 2 foot 10 inches. That is one of the tiniest characters I've ever played. Not the tiniest, but one of the tiniest.
You played a 50 before.
5 foot says, what edition did we get playable fishmen in? 5th edition has Tritons. 3rd edition had Water Genocide, which are not quite the same.
Do you want T count? Not quite.
One T or serpents. They're not fish.
Yeah, they're not quite fish-esque.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think it's 5th edition. I could be wrong. Vera can double check if she wants, but that's what I believe is the truth.
Yeah, there was Sahuagin somewhere.
Sahuagin, oh, good old Sahuagin.
But that's 5e also, isn't it? Are they in 3.5? So they might be.
The weight in 1st edition is by coin weight, so I weigh 580 coins.
Nice.
Which, yeah.
Your purse weighs 1/3 as much as you do. Almost 1/4.
Asking the real questions. Nice. I think I and Hellcurler are probably up to me, I imagine. Let's see. Prerequisites, understanding tables, about the classes. So now we just need to turn to the halfling class. And here we go. So it's got that really nice old black and white artwork, so people can see what that looks like there. And I didn't get the cool race. Elf is the cool race, but halflings do get a pipe.
Yeah, let's go.
I like that part. I do like that part. Okay, so 1st level, I get that's okay. That's different. Okay, halflings 1st level. There's my saving throws. Okay, so my saving throw for death ray or poison. You scroll up to do that part. Death ray poison is an 8. The magic wands is a 9. Paralysis or turn to stone is a 10. Breath attack is a 13. Ew, don't breathe on me, please. And rod staff or spell is a 12. Cool. What special abilities do halflings get? All halflings gain the special bonuses, following bonuses when in combat. They gain a -2 bonus to armor class while attacked by creatures larger than man-sized.
Which is good.
Yeah. I may have to see if I can write in some other area, but we'll try. Plus or -2 AC versus large. We'll call it that. I get a +1 bonus to the attack roll when using any missile weapon. Hey, nice. And +1 to individual initiative.
All right.
And let's see. In combat, a halfling may use the set spear versus charge maneuver. They are too small to use the lance attack maneuver. I get fighter combat options when I get to a certain level. That's pretty cool. And I can eventually take half damage from any spell if I get high enough level.
We'll not bad, like a proto evasion.
Ooh. Outdoors, halflings are difficult to spot, having the ability to hide in woods or underbrush in such cover. They have a 90% chance to remain unseen. Wow, 90% chance. That's pretty darn good. I'll make sure.
That's a little wild. I guess the idea is you aren't outdoors that often. It is a dungeon crawling game, so.
Yeah, I'm running out of space here.
It's been like halfling skills.
Let's just put a parentheses forest. No, let's put woods. There we go. That even just barely fits. Cool. And these halflings weren't inspired by they absolutely were inspired by Tolkien. 100%. There was a lawsuit over this. The Tolkien estate sued Gygax over using a whole bunch of terms, but only 3 the court found were infringing, which was Hobbit, Balrog, and Ent. So they changed Hobbits to halflings, they changed Ents to treants, and they changed Balrogs to Balors, or Type 6 demons back in the day.
You can't copyright dragons.
Let's see. When your halfling uses this ability, the hiding in woods, essentially, inform the DM. He'll roll percentile dice for the halfling. On a roll of 90 or less, the halfling will remain unnoticed. On a roll of 91 or greater, observers with a chance to detect the halfling will do so. In a dungeon or other building interior, it's 33 or less to remain undetected. So even inside, I have a 1 in 3 chance of just not being noticed. That's pretty cool.
Which is not bad, no.
I have to have a 9 in both dexterity and constitution. I do have that. I have a d6 hit die. I can wear any kind of armor and use a shield. And I can use any small melee weapon. Those are my abilities as it stands now. I know we bought leather armor. I think we can look at buying. Here we go. I've got the equipment page right here. Let's see. I can afford a whole bunch of stuff with 150 gold. That's crazy. Let's see here. Can I afford? I can afford barding. That's great. Why do we have barding? Why is barding a thing I can buy? There we go. Leather armor is
like a little riding dog, I guess.
Leather armor is only 20 gold. And again, I think I'm going to stick with that because I know I have a lot of thief abilities and things like that. 20 gold. Let's say a backpack, that's 25. Still have 125 gold left. But I want to keep a lot of that, actually. I think we can assume that I would probably just end up buying weapons next, right? Oh my gosh, y'all. Look at these tables for weapons.
Beautiful.
Wow. Look at that. That is a whole lot of weapons. And they don't have costs listed. They just have the weapon, its level, range, damage, defense, and special effects. Oof. Okay, hopefully there's a chart with like costs. Okay, maybe not. That's great. I don't know. Yeah, that's lovely.
Lots of info, but
yeah, lots of info, but I'm sure there's probably some place where it says how much stuff costs for weapons. However, it is not on that giant chart, so I don't know what to do there. Let's assume I can buy. I think it's fair to say I could buy a short bow, right?
I'm gonna say you probably have enough to buy a short bow.
All right, cool. So we're gonna go short bow and equipment carried. Here we go. Normal items, weapons. We'll say short bow and dagger. Dagger. There's my leather armor spot. Let's put that in there. All right, cool. I'm gonna say Lumpin's eyes are green. And his hair is also green.
It's
No,
beautiful.
green-haired halfling. Is that, why not? Green and green. That's fine. And his age, let's say he's a nice around 25 years old. Skills. Definitely no spells. Is skills a thing? Gosh, I'm having to look up a bunch of stuff. It's been a while since Basic came out. And naturally, there is not a table of contents. Or there is a table of contents. There we go.
There might be somewhere.
General skills, 81. All right, what does skills say for all of this? And where are the page numbers? Oh my God, this book. Y'all are killing me here. How skills are used. Each skill, okay, here we go. So basic skills, God, there's a lot of them. Strength skills, intimidation, muscle and wrestling. Intelligence skills are alchemy, alternate magics, art, artillery, craft, disguise, engineering, fire building, healing, hunting, knowledge, labor, language, lip reading. My God, there's so many. That's a whole lot. Danger sense is a skill. That's kind of neat.
I appreciate wrestling as a specific skill. There's like a whole chart in 2e for different kinds of wrestling holds and like combat techniques of martial arts. All random, by the way.
Right? Your character can choose to purchase more skills or improve existing ones. All characters get a new skill for every 4 experience levels. Okay, great. How many do I start with, though? Characters use skill slots. Characters. How skills are used, skill description, sample skills. Wow. General skills. Beginning. All first level characters get started with 4 blank skills. So I have 4 skill slots. And you can get more with intelligence. So I have 4 skill slots. All right, cool. Let's see. Definitely no charisma skills. Let's just skip that entirely.
You don't want to be the party phase.
No, but I am good at wisdom. So I'm looking at some of the wisdom skills: animal training, art, bravery, caving, ceremony, danger sense, detect deception, gambling, law and justice, and mysticism. Well, I like danger sense and I like detect deception. Those are both really good. Bravery sounds good. And what the hell, caving, right? Why not? Bravery, caving, danger sense, and detect deception.
Yeah, I mean, you don't make a bad scout, right? Like 1 and 3 to sneak around and underground. I can see it.
Bravery, caving, danger sense, and detect deception. So Lumpin is definitely a scout. He's a scouter. He likes to scout things out. I think the thief abilities are the next thing I need to do here. So let's look at the thief abilities section. That should probably be under character abilities, right? You'd think, except it's not. Where are the thief skills? Thief abilities. Mother mercy, I'm going to the index.
The most important part of character creation.
Fortunately, this book does have a very good index. Thief 720. Okay, so there's several entries, but we're going to look at 134 and 138 to start. And again, there's the character. There's the page numbers. They're right in the middle of the page. That's lovely.
I look forward to comparing this process to 5e creation at the end.
Oh yeah. It's going to be a thing for sure. Strongholds and dominions. I mean, this book is very chock full of rules. It is chock full of all of the rules, and that can be really great. Like this book, this is the DM's guides, all the DM's guides. This is all the players' guides. Are there monsters in here? Yeah, there's monsters. There's a monster manual tucked into this thing too. And like tons of really cool color maps. So it is a very valuable book. I am a fan. But yeah, thief skills. Jeez. All right, character abilities. Skill acquisitions. Movement. Yep. Great. Is it back under halfling and I just missed it? I'm going to go just double check, swing back to halfling, because definitely thief had its thief skills built in. Let's see. Does halfling have a thief skill stuff? It does not. Okay. Well, let's look under thief and see if it has like a modifier for halflings, and that would help. That would be helpful. Thief ability table. Yeah, there we go. I see the percentage table. I don't see any modifiers for being a halfling. I think that. So halfling has 2 minimum scores, hit dice, armor, weapons, special abilities, fighting, combat actions, special defenses, woodland abilities. Do basic halflings not get these skills? I thought that they did. I would be very surprised to find out that they don't.
It could be on level up, possibly.
You know, I don't think they do. I think halflings may not get that in basic. That's interesting. I can eventually be a sheriff, though. That is a cool thing. I can eventually be a sheriff, and I have that 90% hide, which is pretty rad.
No, that's fantastic. Like if you've got a campaign like somehow taking place out in the woods.
Well, even indoors, 33% is not bad. Like just that's front loaded AF, but I like it.
Well, it seems to be like just a roll on your end too. It's not like dependent on enemy perception in any way. It's just like, hey, 1 in 3, you get away with it.
Essentially, yeah. Back in the day, this is how it worked. Yeah, there's no thief skills. I don't have to worry about it. Hooray! Okay, so I'm actually, because of that though, I am going to give myself a short sword, and I might upgrade my armor. See something I can afford, because if I'm just going to fight stuff and I don't want to. I don't need to thief around, right? Like that makes a lot of sense.
I feel like with 150 gold, you can probably afford all that.
Let's see. I cannot afford plate mail. I can afford plate mail. It's only 60 gold. I'll be damned. I probably can't carry it though, because the encumbrance is very high.
Well, I mean, if you spend more of your gold, then you'll have less to carry, right?
Let's do chainmail. It's nice, like right in the middle. It's AC 5, chainmail's 40, and shield is 10. So that'll be 50 gold to spend on chainmail and a shield, which give me an AC of 4. And I feel that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. In THAC0?
Yeah. Chainmail shield, start with an AC of 4. And it's important to point out that I actually have a -2. It's 2 points better against anybody who's larger than a man. That's not bad. That's not bad. As long as I'm shooting something, I get a +1 to hit. But that's about it, really. No magic items. We're not going to do a full shopping trip here. Bravery, caving, danger sense, detect deception. I definitely spent 50. Let's say I spent 80 gold there, which leaves me with 70. And all right, that's Lumpin' Kettle Black, the Halfling Scout.
All right, Lumpin', let's go.
Yeah, you know what? He's a brave little fella who knows how to get in and out of caves. He can even tell when danger's coming, but he also can tell if you're lying sometimes. Nobody likes him though. The charisma of 3. Holy moly, this is an outcast. This is like exiled from his village for being a jerk. Lumpin' Kettle Black. I think that's why he's an adventurer. He's like, everybody's a jerk. I'll just blend in.
He's got a bit of an energy about it, but he's good at his job.
Yeah. Well, all those skills I mentioned are wisdom skills, so that +2 will come into play. Yeah. Well, that wasn't too bad, right? Like I think, 20 minutes, and I'm ready to play. I only got 4 hit points. Yikes. But again, basic D&D, could be worse. Could be a wizard with a D4, and I could have gotten the 1. You know what? I'm actually kind of happy with this. This is not terrible.
Strong start.
Yeah, not a cleric, not a thief. I could have sworn. I think it's advanced. Maybe where they're allowed to be fighter thieves, I guess.
There are a couple of funny things in advanced.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's next, because now you get to create a character. Did you want to say anything else about Lumpin' and what kind of character he might be?
I think that Lumpin is our scout. Lumpin is our bold adventuring party's leader in physical space, if not
So I would,
charismatically.
yeah, I wouldn't make him the leader. I'd make him the forward scout because nobody wants to be around Lumpin.
Yeah, he's out there a few lengths ahead. And I will say, if we can take our party out into let's say that as we go forward, we're going to wind up in a 5e settings. There's a lot of forests out there. He becomes a really effective scout because his mechanics will continue to work in whatever setting this is. So.
Right. 90% hide in woods makes him an amazing scout in the woods.
It's pretty impressive. I think our party, with Lumpin's existence, is shaping up to be some kind of a woodland adventuring group, right?
Well, again, he's still useful outside the woods. Just it drops from 90 to 33%.
Yeah, but it's so good. Like that's crazy.
And he's not a terrible fighter as long as he's shooting something. Using the bow, he'll do all right.
He's got that +1 to hit. He's got a pretty strong armor class on him. By virtue of using Thaco, he's invincible to modern enemies who cannot calculate their hit against him at all. So.
I don't know if it's quite that good. Yeah, Lumpin is he's a little exile. He's only he's all under 3 feet tall, and nobody likes him. So there's that. He's actually not too bright either, so that doesn't help. But I'm going to say he's been exiled, and that's why he's out doing adventure stuff because nobody could get along with him back home.
I think it's an amazing mercy. We got a minimum charisma roll because we got to skip doing hirelings.
Yeah, well, certainly Lumpin can't hire anybody, or if he does hire anybody, they're not going to be loyal. But there you go. That is the basic D&D character done.
Thank you, Lumpin. Thank you.
All right. Do you have a character sheet for an advanced D&D character?
I do, as a matter of fact. Allow me to present that. If I can find a good way to.
Do you need some help?
1 second. Slide. Share screen. Here we are. Beautiful.
There it is. Wow. So it says 2nd edition AD&D. Which is fine because I think AD&D first and AD&D second are pretty close. There's not a lot of room between them.
Yeah, I'm pulling from the AD&D 2nd edition for this, the collated player's handbook. So it's the revised edition, but it's still AD&D 2nd. It's still AD&D 2nd.
Right, and you need to roll some dice, I believe. What is the
about that? So AD&D as an advanced game has not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 6 methods to generate your strats. And they range from very simple to very not.
Okay.
So a quick run on the options here. Roll 3d6 6 times, roll 3d6 twice, and then do that for each roll. Roll 3d6 6 times and put them wherever you want. Roll 3d6 12 times, take the 6 best and put them wherever you want. Roll 4d6 and then drop 1. That's the beginning of 4d6, drop 1 in D&D. Or alternatively, you can roll 7d6 and add them to scores of base 8 as you want. And you can just add as many die as you want. You can add 5 of your d6s to one of these 8s to make an 18 theoretically, but that's the only one you get. So
that is wild. What would you so I would say this. I think for me, 46 drop the lowest was kind of the standard for when I was playing AD&D. Do you have a preference?
I have done a lot of 46 drop lowest. I think that it is a very healthy way to generate characters. I think it is a nice way to get a strong little adventure. I am fascinated by roll 7, add to 8.
All right, what do you want to do? You want to do that one?
Yeah, that seems very 2nd edition to me. I've never seen that anywhere else. Rolling 7d6 and just adding them piecemeal.
Okay, so do I roll 7 dice and then you decide where you want to apply the 7, or?
Yeah, I can apply each of those 7d6s to whichever core stat I want.
All right, so you tell me what you want me to do. I'm stated by. I've got 4 dice in my hand.
Please roll me 7d6.
Okay. I've rolled the first 4. And let's see here. I think I have some more D6s. I should have prepared better. I thought I won't need more than 4d6. That's crazy. All right, and 5, 6, 7. Okay, here we go. All right. Hey, we got a little more varied numbers there. That's good. Okay, I have a total of 7 dice ready to rock.
All right, so what are the individual rolls?
There's 1 die of 1, 1 die of 1, 1 die of 3, 1 die of 3, 1 die of 3, 1 die of 4, and 1 die of 6.
Awesome. So I can just add these however I like, basically, and we'll, I guess, figure that out around now. It is step 1 to calculate ability scores.
Okay. What would you like to add to anything in particular?
So we've got a party scout now. I think it'd be fun to play one of the unique 2nd edition classes.
Okay.
So I think I might want to lean toward one of these so-called specialist wizards in AD&D 2nd edition.
I was about to say Cavalier, but yeah, one of the specialist wizards could be really cool. Like, are those like the 5th edition versions, like the Evoker and whatnot, or are they different?
Kind of, yeah. So there's this amazing 8-pointed star they've got in the book here with the opposed varieties of spellcasting, and your specialist is really good at one school and really bad at the ones that are opposite it. And also, they all have like really hard stat requirements.
If I remember right, gnomes can multi-class with illusionist, which is one of the specials.
Yes, in fact, gnomes are the only race other than humans that get to be an illusionist.
Right, but they can actually multi-class illusionist.
Interesting.
I believe.
At level 1?
Baldur's Gate taught me this, so I don't know. I assume. I believe this is
I'm intrigued by this. Well, if nothing else, I need a lot of dexterity and a lot of int to be an illusionist, so we can lean that way. I'll put let's say I'll put 2 3s and a 1.
7 points.
Into dexterity.
Gives you 15.
Make it 15.
Mm-hmm.
Then a 6 into int to make it 14.
Mm-hmm.
Then to balance it out, let's get a...
You could just throw that all 8 of those into wisdom, right? And get yourself a 16 or a 16 con, even better, which for wizards especially.
Yeah, let's get 16 con as a wizard. Why not?
All right. I think that would be so that gives you 8 strength, 8 wisdom, 8 charisma. Not crippling by any means. Just you're not exactly strong.
Yeah, this is a chunky wizard, I think.
Well, he certainly has the potential to be an illusionist or even a multi-class illusionist if you want to go that route, which I think could be fun. But if you want to just be a human illusionist, that's okay too. Like nothing wrong with it.
No, definitely. It's got to be gnome. I'm going to be a gnome illusionist. Keep the halfling company.
All right. Hey, it's going to be shaping up to be short pants all the way.
Let's go. So having done that, the second step is to pick character race, which is going to be gnome, I believe. Gnomes are fun. They have a few unique features. They get plus intelligence, minus wisdom. So we're going to 15 here and minus 7 there. Or rather, minus 1 there for 7. And then, do they have racial requirements too? No, these are... How does this table work? Minimum and maximum. Yeah, okay.
Would you like me to grab my book and help out?
There are a lot of tables. I'm browsing right now. I think we're okay. I think we're okay there, though.
There are a ton of tables, though. It's true fact. I have my AD&D Player's Handbook. I don't have a 2nd edition one, but I do have the AD&D. Are you using AD&D or are you using second? What edition rulebook are you using?
This is AD&D 2nd.
Okay. So yeah, that's not a book that I have. So I can't really help with that, unfortunately.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, a gnome can have 2 classes, but not 3. Fighter and thief, illusionist, thief. So I can be an illusionist, I believe, and a thief.
Do you want to go that route?
I think so. That's good fun. Because Lumpin is not really a thief. Lumpin is a scout, right?
No, he does not steal.
I think my little guy does.
That's perfectly fine. Goblins and kobolds next, says Stefan Roy.
Well, that's going to be a problem, actually, because in Melee, gnome characters add 1 to their attack rolls to hit goblins or kobolds. There are a lot of specific racial characteristics in this. This is specifically in Melee.
I gotta be honest. This is one of the things that was very annoying about Advanced Dungeons and Dragons is you had to remember a lot of very specific cases for how your abilities worked. No joke. If you were in a ranger and had a bow with an arrow knocked, you got to shoot that bow before initiative was rolled, and it was such a tiny, obscure skill that it kept getting overlooked a lot.
There's so much stuff here. Like, there's a 20% chance of failure on any magic item, but if it fails on a cursed item, you identify it automatically. Like, huh?
That is wild. That is wild. +1 to magic resist per 3
points of con.
Now, is that a percentage of magic resist, or is that?
That is just +1 per every 3 points of constitution, like dwarves.
Oh, so it applies to saving throws against magic, I think, right?
Yeah, baby. Yep. And due to his upbringing, a beginning gnome character can choose to know the following languages: Common, Dwarf, Gnome, Halfling, Goblin, Kobold, and the simple common speech of burrowing mammals.
Now that's you got to do the burrowing mammals, right?
Of course, absolutely.
Got to do burrowing mammals. That's just too rad to be able to, like, it's a field mouse. It burrows, therefore I can talk to it. You know, you have to use spells or anything.
Being tunneler is of exceptional merit. Gnomes can detect the falling within 10 feet. The greater slope in a passage, unsafe walls, depth, and direction underground, which are all rolled on D6s or D10s, depending. I'm going to just put a tunnel sense instead of typing that entire thing out.
There's a joke back in the day that everyone, if you really wanted to, you could detect whether or not the floor sloped by bringing along a spherical stone and just putting it down.
That'll work.
You're like, oh, look, there's a slope. It's rolling in this direction.
You have to use a slope sense for that to detect whether or not there's a skew in there.
There's also a spell that everybody knows in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. It is transmute rock to stone.
Very good.
Oh God, you're bringing out all the 80s and 90s jokes about Advanced D&D.
That's classic. All right, so I will choose, I suppose, Illusionist Thief for the class. Which I believe I can do at level 1, right? Because it's like not like a multi-class. It is a multi-class. It's not like I'm selecting it at the second level. It is a specific thing listed for gnome as I/T. Huh. So because of that, I need to record the base thieving skills scores from table 26 and then modify them according to tables 27 and 28, and then apportion 60 points between the abilities.
I think in Baldur's Gate 2, there's a character called Quail, which is a companion who is a gnomish illusionist thief, and he's actually really great.
Let's go with Robin then.
It's a very good character.
With Robin as a name, that's thiefy, right?
Robin, yeah, that works. It's very thiefy.
All right, where are my amazing thief skills? There is not a place on the... Okay, special abilities. Here we go. So, pickpocket, 15. Open lock, 10. Find, remove, trap.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Quail's a cleric illusionist, not a thief illusionist.
I'm sticking with Robin.
No, Robin's great. Robin's a good name.
Detect noise.
Falermo says
15.
that's because you're
Oh,
robbing
wow.
them blind.
Exactly.
Very good. Pickpocket
And
45%. That ain't too bad, actually.
yeah, I can make that 45. I'll do plus 30 to it.
Oh, you can get plus 30? Wow, 75% pickpocket? Dang.
No, it starts at 15. It starts at 15.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, I didn't realize. It looked like a 45, but it's actually 15. My eyes need to be checked, clearly.
We'll go for sticky fingers here. And then I guess open lock, perhaps.
You know,
Keeping
you
it
can't.
simple.
It's hard to go wrong with that. And then you're kind of depending on your illusions to keep you hidden.
I think that's fine though, and we're counting on Lumpin for trap finding. Good luck, Lumpin.
He does have danger sense. I hope that will come into play.
We're gonna just put a rope on him.
I should really look that up. Like, how does danger sense work?
When there is danger, you are sensitive to it.
A successful skill roll means the character can detect an immediate danger. The character will not know the nature or source of the danger. The DM, not the player, makes the skill roll, and he or she should not tell the player that a roll has been made unless the roll is a success and there is a danger present. So yeah, I basically I have a little bit of a spidey sense that could potentially warn me of traps.
Strong. I'm now going through table 27 to add my thieving skill racial adjustments.
Oh, dexterity gets some of that too, right?
Yes, that is table 28, as a matter of fact.
Holy larceny,
Yay.
Batman, says Captain Fumark. Holy larceny.
Holy larceny, holy crunch.
I'm not saying all gnomes are thieves, but, says Benjamin Fraser.
Some gnomes can be thieves.
Yeah, I was to say Quail is a very strong character in Baldur's Gate 2 because he's a cleric and an illusionist, which is a lot of spell power. Also, some really neat special equipment that he comes with.
Oh, really? I've not played the OG Baldur's Gates.
One is well, they're both good. One is probably the most basic of them all, whereas 2 has a fantastic story and a crap ton of really cool companions.
Mm-hmm.
There's a halfling. She can't be a paladin because halflings couldn't be paladins, but she's essentially a paladin called Mazzy. And she's voiced by Jennifer Hale, who's, of course, Femshep from Mass Effect and Bastila Shan from KOTOR and various other things.
Oh, yeah. I've been trying to get KOTOR 1 running recently. I'm very excited to play that again, but I might have to default to 2 for May the 4th.
So when it comes to D&D games, though, and voice actors, you can't beat the original Planescape Torment, which had Sheena Easton as one of the voices. She was, for anybody who doesn't know, she was a pop star from the 80s and 90s. And one of the characters was played by... sorry, I need to look this up because I want to make sure I get his name correctly. He was one of the Animaniacs.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, very, very prolific voice actor. Like, literally everyone's heard of this guy. It was Rob Paulson. Rob Paulson played a character in Planescape Torment, like one of the best characters, in fact, in Planescape Torment.
Rob Paulson, well known for his iconic scene from the Fight Club movie.
No, that's a different guy.
It's Robert Paulson.
Yeah, that was Meatloaf. That was the singer Meatloaf, which is insane. Like, oh my God.
Meatloaf's in everything.
He should be in everything. He was actually there's a movie with Patrick Swayze called Black Dog about a trucker. Patrick Swayze plays a trucker, and Meatloaf plays this like crazy preacher criminal who's like he's the villain of the piece, and it's insane. It's wild to watch Meatloaf be the bad guy.
All right, so
you chose Kobold. You speak Kobold. Why did you choose Kobold? I'm curious.
Because I need to insult them before I punch them.
Okay, I sense some animosity between Robin and Kobolds in general.
Hey, I got a bonus, all right?
I want to use it, by golly.
And I can't speak to voles. Yeah, gnomes get the ability to speak to tunneling mammals in their native tongue for some reason.
That's actually really awesome. I mean, if
I
I was
like that.
if I was playing AD&D, I would just abuse the absolute crap out of that. Are there any mice? Are there any voles? Are there any worms? Well, worms
Yeah,
are not mammals, I guess, but you know.
I got to pick an alignment now, and there are a full grid of alignments here. There is the good, neutrality versus evil alignment axis, and there is the law, neutrality, and chaos axis.
So you have all 9 to choose from.
Yeah, we're here now. We're here now until they take it away in fourth. Soon. All right, so a good character tries to be honest, charitable, and forthright. I'm not sure that's Robin. We'll go with neutral, and then let's go with a thieves code for lawful.
Okay. All right. So you're lawful neutral. That's fair.
Sure. That's allowed, right?
I think so.
I can
will
only use
certainly not
illusions
tell
when
you.
it's funny.
Oh, don't forget to add your race and level there while you're up there.
Yes. Thank you.
Actually, you have to keep track separately because your stats can change. 1/1 is how you would usually do it.
Does it start at 1/1?
Yeah, it would. Thieves
Okay.
level up faster than any other race or any other class in advanced.
Amazing.
So your thief will quickly outclass your illusionist.
Yeah, and then level drain track separately also.
Yeah. Oh God, level drain. Oh.
I found a wonderful character sheet on GitHub that I'm using right now because it is convenient.
I'd say so. This is also really. I wish we had this back in the day because my God, I would have saved myself so many pages of character sheets.
There's a certain charm to having it on paper, but being able to not smudge the sin out of your sheet when you get like eraser smears all over it is pretty nice. Also,
Are you're answering Captain Fubark when you say GitHub, right? Yep.
Yes. I found this with some early Googling.
Nice.
Is my speed listed for my my gnomishness?
I think it is, but
Base
I
rate.
want to say it is under. It might be on the next sheet.
Yeah, maybe in combat. We'll find out.
Oh, is that no? Actually, no. It's the box right to the left of your saving throws. It's base rate.
I don't know what the base rate is.
Like I said, I can't help you because I don't have that specific book.
That's okay. We can work with that. Proficiencies are optional.
Non-weapon proficiencies as well, right? Because you start as a thief, you're proficient with a actually very specific set of weapons.
Yes, there's a whole host of things listed in proficiencies, and they are listed as optional. So I think we can leave them like that. We're gonna just assume competency. You go, Robin. All right, now to record saving throws and THAC0, which I am quite excited for. That is table 4. That is table 60. Okay.
So yeah, second edition says you're proficient with leather, studded leather, padded leather, or elven chain. And your weapons are club, dagger, dart, hand crossbow, knife, lasso, short bow, sling, broadsword, longsword, short sword, and staff. You are not allowed to carry a shield.
Notably, even studded leather or elven chain does like severely penalize all of the thief skills.
And I don't believe you can cast spells in anything other than elven chain. So
interesting.
At least that's what I recall, but I could be wrong. Anybody out there who's familiar with second edition AD&D can correct me on that. But I like that very specific list of weapons. I think in original AD&D, like first edition AD&D, it also included the sap and the garret, so you could choke people out and knock them out.
So here's a question. As a dual class character, do I default to the rogue list or the wizard list for my saving throws?
Ooh. I don't actually know.
The book doesn't say either.
I'm gonna say I think it's the best of the two, right?
I would agree. It's like whichever's lowest. That seems like a good on the field ruling. So I'll say that.
Let's see if Google can figure it out.
Thank you, Google.
Let's see. Each class is fixed saving throw value. This is Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, guys. It's advanced because it is chock full of crunch.
There is someone out there who knows the answer to all of these questions without any kind of reference. They can just tell you.
I was right. It is multi-class characters determine their saving throws by taking the best value available from any of their classes at the current class levels.
That makes sense to me.
This is why it's advanced. It's not stupid. It's advanced.
It's so advanced. I'm the one who's stupid. And
too short to run fast. That's what they say. So unchanged from normal.
Dexterity and wisdom give you modifiers to like certain kinds of saves, but there are specifics. We're gonna worry about them later.
Fair enough. Robin is a man or a woman?
Robin's a little gnomish man. He's got a little crest on his head.
All right.
Kind of a hawkish nature, but too small, so a Robin instead.
Now I'm almost imagining like the Assassin's Creed like hood, with that little beak on it.
I like that. All right, so table 53 for Thaco. I think we might go unarmored because of both thief skills and casting. Because Elven Chain is brutal.
Captain Fumark asks if you have a glorious mustache.
I'm thinking a soul patch. That feels right.
Oh, I thought Lumpin had the 3 charisma.
We're repping 8 here.
All right, I like it. 8 is probably reasonable.
We're gonna have room in the party for a charismatic character somewhere.
I mean, I might make a bard in 3.5 just to round it out.
My God! All right, my Thaco base is 20, I think. Thaco is different in second compared to first as well, right?
Does 15 Dex give you a defense modifier? It gives you a -1. Is that right?
Yeah, it probably does, especially naked. So let's put it at 19. I'll double check. There's a table for those.
So in advance, though, it should be using Thaco, right?
Yes.
So wouldn't that mean you start with a 9 and go down from there?
It says priest, rogue, warrior, wizard, level 1, 20.
For AC?
Yeah, for Thaco.
For Thaco.
Is it the 2-hit then? No, that's gonna be the 2-hit.
That's gonna be the 2-hit, yeah. Yeah, I think your armor class probably starts.
Yeah, you're right. AC should be 10
or 10. It maybe starts at 10.
Because I'm doing no armor because we've got our naked little.
But then your dexterity will modify that down to a 9.
Yeah. That seems right.
Probably gonna have to roll some hit points at some point.
In fact, that is the next step, and because we are dual classed, I think it's a 1d6 for the rogue.
Okay.
If you please.
1d4 for the other one, right?
For the wizard, yeah. Do we roll both?
All right. Well, you've got 5 hit points from the d6.
Insane.
And you've got 2 hit points from the d4.
So that is 7 in total. Not bad.
Do you get to add those?
I assume not, but if so, then 7. Well, let's keep it at 5.
Okay. It's been a long time since I've played Advanced D&D. It's been a good 20 years at a minimum.
I have never.
Wow.
I've read the book before.
I think that's probably closer to 25 years for me. I think maybe 2001. Maybe. No, probably longer than that. I guess it's I would say over 25 years for me. That's a long, long time.
And as a no, my base movement rate is 6. Awesome.
Hey, that's not too terrible.
Yeah, that works. That works. That was in fact the next step.
Lumpin has an indeterminate speed. It's kind of up to the GM how far you can move.
The speed of a lump. All right, initial funds. If we're going with the best of, I believe that is going to be a 2d6 by 10 for the rogue.
All right. Well, you have 80 gold to spend.
All right, let's go. And I'm skipping armor because we live dangerously here.
Well, thieves don't want to wear anything larger than leather, and illusionists don't want to wear anything. So, in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, it's a legitimate tactic if you capture a wizard to put them in full plate mail, because then they can't cast anything.
Are there dressing and undressing rules in AD&D?
Probably. I'm not going to rule that out at all.
I can't even strip properly. All right, so I think I can afford a few weapons and things. I can afford a latrine for 2 gold.
What?
I can buy 10 pounds of figs.
Do you want to carry around a bedpan and some figs?
Listen, some people bring a 10-foot pole.
Are you taking care of an elderly person? Is that why you're carrying around a bedpan and some figs?
I haven't said how old Robin is.
He's like one of those orderlies at the retirement home. Old Grandpa used to tell me about it. We in an adventure.
So, unlike the first edition, the basic book that lists all the items and none of the costs, this lists all the items and only the costs.
You know what? That might be a step in the right direction, or it might not.
What does scale mail do? You'll have to check another table to find out. Where is that table? See table 46.
This is why. So a lot of us, when we used to play AD&D, we had tabs in the book, and almost every DM had like just crap loads of tabs to turn to the right page. The organization in Advanced Dungeons & Dragons was not especially great. I would argue that the rule cyclopedia for basic, just the rule cyclopedia, not any other source, but the rule cyclopedia might be better organized, and it's not especially well organized.
There's a lot of information here. You can buy raisins, you can buy salted herring, sandals. Do I need sandals? Probably.
You know, I miss the list of food, because buying salted herrings is way better than buying like 2 weeks of rations or buying figs.
All right. Let me equip Robin. Sandals, mittens, robe. No. Okay, I can afford just a silk jacket.
Nice. Can you buy lutefisk?
I don't think I can buy lutefisk. We're not that advanced yet.
Salted herring is close, though.
Yeah, Joe, we are building out one character from each edition branch of D&D today to make one party. So,
yeah, Joe numbers. I made a basic D&D character using the rule cyclopedia, and now we're on to Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. And after we do this, we're going to go to 3.5, which I have a book for that as well.
All right, I believe I can get a short bow myself and a knife, and I'll do that.
Short bows, I mean, it's hard to go wrong with short bow. You need a ranged attack, you've got it. It typically puts you out of like range of melee at least a little bit, unless they're like super fast. Quicklings they were annoying because they could just get right up next to you. It didn't matter how far away you were.
Mm-hmm.
Well, almost. Generally speaking, in a dungeon environment, a Quakeling will be right up next to you whenever it wants to be.
I have enough money left over to buy a camel.
People in chat are saying, "Can you buy an instrument?"
Can I buy an instrument?
Well, I'm thinking about making a bard, so I could play an instrument.
I can buy eggs. I can buy a coaster, like the vessel, not the thing that goes on the table.
You can buy a boat.
I can buy 200 pigeons.
You know, if you had the non-weapon proficiency sleight of hand, those pigeons would be amazing. You can pull them out of anywhere. You just be like, "Oh, it's a pigeon."
I am an illusionist, you know. There's something to that. I don't think I need a lot more. I think that between the sandals, the mittens, and the robe, Robin's good to go.
I mean, he is a well-dressed illusionist. You got to do your thief skills and spells, I believe. Is what you got to do.
I did my thief skills. I got to transfer them over here, but I think this is a fully set list of skills, so it's just the spells now.
Okay, good. Not a trap finder, but pretty good at locks and picking pockets.
Yeah, we have a trap finder in Lumpen as well, so that works.
Sort of.
I believe in him.
Well, we're both first level, so the odds are good that we will probably detect anything we're going to run across.
Until the DM goes bowling for small size characters.
200 pigeons.
Go, my pigeon.
Eat this man, says Joe Numbers.
All right. I need spells. Table 4. I have my spell levels now. I have to ask my DM what spells the character knows. Oh my god.
So Joe, I made a halfling, which is essentially for basic D&D. Halflings are basically fighters who can also hide. And Vera is making a thief/illusionist multi-class gnome named Robin. And after this, we're going to go to 3-5, and I think I'm leaning towards trying out a bard because we don't have any charisma characters so far.
So, as an illusionist, I have the required base 15 dex, and at level 1, I get 1 first level spell. So I get to ask my DM which of those is from the list, and the wizard spell list says my first level spells can include Audible Glamour. Audible Glamour is kind of funny.
Hey, that's not terrible.
However, I think this is a chance for my favorite base spell, which is Cantrip.
Oh, there you go. It's honestly the spell I would like to have in real life.
I'm with you there. Prestidigitation and so on.
Prestidigitation would make my life ridiculously better, like just so much better.
Oh gosh, that's a shame.
Hello everyone, says Mike Solomon. I have sad news in case nobody heard it. Ian Watson passed away today. I am now sad drunk about it. Poured one out for the legend. F in the chat for the extraordinary man. Ian Watson is, of course, the author of the first Warhammer 40k novels, Inquisitor being one of them. Yeah, I learned about this earlier today too. It is sad. I
am learning about this now. R.I.P.
Joe Number says, I would have thought halflings are stuck being rogues in first edition. Me too. I was honestly surprised that I couldn't find any thief skills. I was like, wait a minute.
Halflings are halflings. They're almost rogues.
They're almost rogues, but they're not quite. Weren't a few races locked that way? Yeah, basic. Elves were fighter wizards. Dwarves were fighters. Halflings were a version of a fighter. There was also a class called Mystic in basic, which we were like, what is this? It's a weird psionic class in some ways.
Well, I think that Robin is just about done. I can like record the exact damage for his knife and his bow, but I think that's about right.
Okay, so what is are there anything in the book for like your height, your weight, your eye color, hair color, any of that stuff, or are you just gonna pick it?
Not that I could really find. There's for age in the gnome section. I think we're just making it up otherwise though. Like there's like age, like average hair color and stuff. Nothing to do with height. I have a lively and sly sense of humor. I live in rocking and rolly hills.
Do you have
I
do you have a pointy hat?
possibly there may be a pointy hat. As gnomes proudly maintain, they're less rotund than dwarves. They're pointier in general. It just says they're smaller than dwarves. That's all. That's all that it says. So you have to use the dwarves as a base, but
Wild.
um, likely white haired. There's a reason there's no section of the sheet for this.
That is insane.
We're more concerned with the detect noise percentiles.
Detect noise. Oh yeah, yeah. You have a 25%. You have a 25% chance to detect noise. Eh? What? Huh?
So I'm a little hard of hearing, but I can use cantrips and I can pick pockets.
I guess we're kind of at this point. We're definitely like in a village or small town, I'm guessing, and we're probably patrolling the woods nearby for. Oh, you know what? That's a good question. Are we like, do we know each other? Are we all like a party that is just starting out, all first levels?
I feel like we've taken pity on Lumpin somehow, who is an outcast.
Well, okay, so in my head canon, there's like a little village called Crossroads, and it's at the crossroads of multiple roads, and each of these roads leads to a different edition of D&D. So Crossroads is like this little village that is like all editions and none. And that's where we meet Lumpin, that's where we meet Robin, and they're, you know, it's there's probably like a little adventure board with little quests on it, you know.
Robin, our hard of hearing gnome with indeterminate height, weight, height smaller than dwarf. Everything's relative. Smaller than dwarf, taller than Lumpin.
It's the Moss Eisley Cantina. Yes, very good. Mickey Stopwatch. Yes, it's a hive of scum and villainy.
I'm distributing death sticks.
Well, you know our adventure has to begin in the tavern. It must, right? It must
absolutely.
So Lumpin and Robin are hanging out in the tavern. We're probably at the, I don't know, is there a demi-human table with like low chairs, or are we like just are we full on, you know, kids bellying up to the bar style with our legs way off the ground?
I got booster seats. I love it.
I don't know. That's wild.
I want to note
that
in 2E there are special probabilities in each of the attribute tables. So like strength has a bend bars and lift gates percentage.
I remember that.
Constitution is a regen chart when you get above 20. Intelligence has illusion immunity above 20.
That's right. After a certain point, you just are like, nope, that's an illusion.
Yeah, spell illusion and wisdom. Pretty cool.
Captain Fumark says that chairs and stools have studs like ladders.
All right, well, I think that's Robin.
Okay, so I will just really quick. This is Lumpin, but I also have a character sheet for 3.5 that I will show off here. I should probably try to make that bigger because there's a lot of stuff happening in 3.5, and they made the character sheet really small.
I hope you've prepared all of your splat books for this. It's time to shine.
Oh my God, no! Are we doing all splat books too?
Oh God, no! Can you imagine? Can you imagine doing it?
We'd be here all day.
We could, at some point in the future, try and make the most complicated 3.5 characters. I would enjoy that. Do like 3.5 in Pathfinder, just as complex as possible. But we're a ways out from that.
All right, so character creation according to 3.5, and it has these really cool like Vitruvian Man style art in the background. I really like the art of 3.0 and 3.5. So roll your character's 6 ability scores. Determine each score by rolling 4 6-sided die, ignoring the lowest and totaling the other 3. So this is explicitly this is explicitly as 46 drop the lowest and assign to taste.
But why did they stick with that instead of 7d6, add piecemeal to 8 base?
I don't know. I have no clue. 46 minus 46 drop the lowest, please, if you would, and I'll need that 6 times.
All right. Hang on, let me grab these.
And I think I'm aiming for Bard. Does Chad, you guys, you're okay with a Bard like for this 3.0 class? Because we don't have anybody with any good charisma, and I think that we want to fix that.
All right, first is 12.
All right, so I'm gonna put them down over in the temporary score section.
I'll note that 46 drop lowest makes a stronger character than what we have been doing so far. On average, unless you get a 8 like I just did.
Oops, 8. All right.
It is less likely to have 3 charisma.
Oh, we should do. Oh, they're saying Chad is saying Bard or Cleric. Definitely need a Cleric. Probably 4th edition would be a good Cleric one to do.
Oh, we could do that. We could do like Cleric or Warlord, which is also a Cleric.
I mean, Warlord is kind of a Cleric, yeah, and it is the. Oh, weren't you saying that you wanted to do like the right for each edition?
Yeah, and so far we have, because we have one of the racial classes from first. We have a level 1 multi-class from second with the specialist wizardry. Yeah.
So this is why I argue for Bard for 3.0 and 3.5, because it was the first time you could just pick Bard. Previously, you had to qualify for Bard. Bard was this like you had to go through a lot to be a Bard. Warlord would be awesome for 4th, and then like 5th edition would be great for like a Warlock, because that would be the first time you get to do a Warlock.
Oh God. Eldritch Blast. All right, so you got a 12, 2 8s, and a 14.
Oh, 2 8s.
Yeah, 2 8s.
Okay. And a 14, and
yes.
then oops, let's
see here.
14.
That is 12 again.
Oh, this is just not working. I can't record it like this. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go back over here. So 12, 8, 8, 14, and then what's the next one?
12.
12, and then one more.
Let's see. Ooh, 18.
Oh, hey.
Let's go.
That's actually not bad.
It's a pretty good spread, Ross.
That's not bad.
So the reason, of course, they went to 4d6 instead of drop 1 instead of 7d6 add piecemeal is because it makes better balanced characters. They can do more things, and you aren't just stuck piloting your 3 charisma little fella.
Yeah, it is. So 3.5 is explicitly assigned to taste. Well, charisma, we know if we're going to do Bard, we need that 18 right there. I don't like having an 8 in Dex and Con, so I think I'd probably switch that 8 with Strength, because Bards don't need a lot of Strength. But I will take the 12 in Dex, and I'll drop the 14 down to an 8, and instead put that in Con. And I actually might switch that to 12 in Con and 14 Dex, because the Dex is going to be important. So let's do that.
Yeah, Dex is a lot more simple in 3.5.
Sincerely, yeah.
We're free of THACO now.
So choose your class and race is the next step. I like Bard currently, but choosing a race. So options for race in 3.5 are human, dwarf, elf, gnome, half orc, and halfling. Chat, what do you guys think? We already have a halfling and a gnome, so I think maybe something other than that. Human, dwarf, elf, half orc. What do you guys think? Anybody? Human is the boring option, but it's also a good option. Half elf's not bad. Human or half elf? As we're getting that half elf going. Okay. Dwarf for a small party. Oh, we do want to do small party, don't we? Like the shorties.
Can we stay small? Are there more small options in 4?
No, unfortunately, there's not.
Dang.
Well,
There's
maybe
like super elves in 4th.
fifth edition. We get tons of small. I mean, 5th edition, you have fairies and owlin and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah. 5th opens it up. If you go
Um,
to 3.5 splat,
yeah, if I open up Player's Handbook 2, I could probably grab another race.
is that allowed? Will we
I don't-
allow players handbook too?
Vera, that's up to you. What do you say?
I say yes, because 3.5 is the addition of crazy splat books. So I think that allowing both parts of the player's handbook is a-okay.
All right. Let me see if I can look this up somewhere. What are the options for D&D 3.5? So we've got, there's the SRD tells me that we have a whole bunch. Let's see here. Asimars, Avanti, Exanti, Kansen. Oh, Kansen were cool. I remember those guys. Changelings, Frost Folk, got all the genocide, Hag Spawn, half dragons were a thing you could do, half elves, half giants, half gnomes, half goblins. Wow. Half ogres. Oh my goodness.
There were so many options in 3.5. There were like a templates. You'd be a gargoyle, like take a +7 effective character level, something ridiculous.
Let's see. What mongrel folk? Are mongrel folk small? Let's see here. Mongrel folk racial traits. No, they are medium. They are medium.
Yeah, they're hunched, but they're stocky.
So let's see here. Doppelgangers. Oh wow. Mongrel folk. No. Nope, not those guys either. Yeah, not a lot of small choices here, unfortunately. What a bummer.
They fixed their tune after a while. They had to figure it out.
Huh.
We found the one flaw with 3.5.
There's let's see here. I could be a goblin. I could be a kobold for 3.5.
And you can fight Robin.
You know what? Yeah, these are not too terrible. Interesting. Let's see here. Among the humanoid races, those are mediums. Okay, kobolds. Here we go. Wow. They are very small here. Okay, but I can live with that. All right, kobold, we're doing it. So
big fan, by the way. I like kobolds a lot.
We're doing kobold. And player is Ross. Bard 1. All right, so what does the book say here for kobolds? This is we are definitely pulling some third-party junk here. +2 dexterity, that's going to kick me up to 16. -4 strength. Oof.
Nice.
Down to a 4. Weak. -2 con, down to a 10. All right. I'm a humanoid with the dragon blood and reptilian subtypes. Oh my lord. Small, so I get +1 bonus to armor class and attack rolls. That's pretty handy. Is there a size? There is. So small. I'll just put that in there. I do get a +1 natural armor bonus. That's very handy.
I will say I'm a sucker for kobold monks and stuff. I like a kobold marshal.
+1 natural armor. And let's see here. Dark vision. 60 feet. I get natural weapons, claws.
Eh.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a good monk, actually. 1d3 claw damage, but with my strength, just don't even worry about it. And a bite of 1d3. Let's see here. Slight build. This The physical stature of kobolds lets them function in many ways as if they were one size category smaller. Whenever a kobold is subject to a size modifier or special size modifier for an opposed check, such as hide, the kobold is treated as one size smaller if doing so is advantageous to the character. Cool. Okay, so I'm tiny when it is appropriate. All right. Weapon proficiency. I get martial weapon proficiency for heavy pick and light pick.
That's so cool, actually.
Because we're minors. And let's see here. Great picks. They treat as martial rather than exotic. Craft trap making is one of my class skills. So trap making, just add that in there. And that is a class skill, so I can just add that. And light sensitivity. Ugh. Oh, wait. +2 racial bonus on craft trap making. That's interesting.
Man, and just like directly comparing this to the racial bonuses in second, you can really see like how AD&D didn't quite have as distinct a identity for the bonuses. It was specific, but it didn't like read well.
And search checks, I get a bonus of 2 as well. Let's see here. Light sensitivity needs to go under special abilities. And automatic languages are draconic with common and undercommon as possible as well. Let's see. Languages. Where are languages? There they are. Draconic. I'm going to assume I speak common.
Yeah, I think you get common for free.
And I get common and undercommon. Undercommon is also a bonus language. So those are all like because I'm a kobold. I'm a kobold.
Yeah, like I love talking to the subterranean burrowing mammals, don't get me wrong, but trap making plus martial proficiency with the pick plus it adds up to such a clear image of what the kobold is about, right?
That is pretty cool. I wish it was in the core book, but it's still fine.
It counts. It counts.
Okay, so we've assigned ability scores. Review the starting package at the end of each class description. Okay. And then we record our racial and class features. I've recorded my racial features. So Bard, starting package for the Bard is D6 hit points. Let's see. Starting package, usually at the end of the entry, isn't it? Here we go. Starting package is armor studded leather. That's actually quite handy. Protective, there we go. Studded leather. And my best example I always give for studded leather is Hank from the D&D cartoon of the 1983 series, because he had a tunic with the big metal studs on it. It was pretty obvious it was studded leather. And that is an AC bonus of 3. With a max dex of... There isn't one. Armor check penalty -1. And spell failure doesn't matter. Speed of 20. It's 10 pounds. I like how that's all like in the starting package. It tells you exactly what you need to do. I start with a longsword and a light crossbow. Wow. Good luck with that longsword, buddy. You're going to need it. Far more likely to use the light crossbow. So my attack bonus, first level bard gets an attack bonus of, guessing, +0. That would be correct. And then my strength actually takes that down to a -3. And so it's a 1d8 -3 for damage.
Beautiful.
With a 19 to 20 crit, and it's ×2, I believe. All right, light crossbow. That, however, that's a ranged attack, so I get the 3 here. So that's actually a +3. That's a massive 6-point swing from the sword. and it does D8 of damage. I want to say also. I could be wrong. We should look that up. Double checking. Light crossbow is a D6, right? Okay. I think it graduates to a D8 in 5th edition, and it's also a 19 to 20 X2. So, all right, there we go. Definitely gonna be using that light crossbow a heck of a lot more. All right. Saving throws, I get +2 to my reflex. +2, and I get +2 to my will save.
Isn't it great? That's just obvious based on your sheet.
Yeah, that's it does flow well, I think. It flows well. All right, cool. So I've done that, and now let's record my class abilities. So what are my class abilities? I get bardic music, dueling banjos. Somebody cue it up. I get bardic knowledge, which is helpful because my intelligence is not great. I get countersong, fascinate, and inspire courage. Inspire courage is, of course, like the best thing that bards can do, because it gives everybody bonuses in combat when you do that. And that's currently at a +1. Everybody's going to get a +1 bonus while I'm inspiring courage. So class skills, okay, I get 6 plus my intelligence modifier times 4 for skill points. My intelligence modifier is -1. So 5 times 4, I get 20 points on skills to differentiate. And you can only do 4 points to start. Well, I want to be a people person, because we need that.
We certainly need that.
So I'm going to go with diplomacy, which is a class skill. Actually, I need to list. I need to make a note of all of these. Bars get like a ton of class skills as well.
You can just mark them as class skills.
Yeah, appraise, balance, bluff, climb, concentrate, craft, decipher, script.
I forgot concentration was a skill.
Diplomacy, disguise. Okay, so fun fact: in the Book of Nine Swords, there was a whole class, or one of their schools was all about the concentration skill. It was awesome.
Yeah, like martial concentration.
Right, and one of the higher level abilities is like you would make a concentration check, and that's how much damage you did.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then later abilities were multipliers of that, so it's ×2, ×3 of your concentration skill, which it got crazy. Disguise, escape artist, gather information, hide. Oh man, I miss gather information. Hide, jump, knowledge, and listen, move silently, perform. I like that it's just perception, not listen and spot. I always thought that was weird. Profession, perform profession, right? Okay, perform profession. And sense motive, sleight of hand. Speak language, spellcraft. Well, okay. Swim, tumble, use magic device.
I do like distinguishing spot and listen.
Do you? Why?
Because it makes sense. Like it's a different skill set, right? Like a visual acuity versus how well you can hear. These are things we train separately. I feel like general awareness, general perception doesn't quite get to the same feel, you know? It's why in like 4th edition, I enjoy acute senses, hearing versus sight, to like distinguish those better.
If I remember right, tumble's actually really useful, because you can avoid attacks of opportunity with it.
Yeah, I think that's a combat skill.
And I've got one left. Appraise, balance. Did do bluff. Did do diplomacy. Disguise probably would come in handy, huh? Yeah.
What can a kobold disguise as? Wait, no. With the power of all 3 of our small party members and the kobold on top in one trench coat, they can disguise as anybody they want.
Wow. That is ridiculous. I've got a 16 armor class, which is not terrible. Oh, 17, because I have a natural armor bonus, actually. That's actually really good. What did you roll for a D6?
Let me roll D6 right now. 1 second.
This is a nightmare, I swear, says Mickey Stopwatch.
4.
So 4 hit points. I do not have a modifier on my con, so that's the best I can do. 4 hit points is about average for a first level character, though.
Yeah.
All right. Special abilities, got those written down. All right. Let me just double check the checklist here. Record racial and class features, did that. Select skills, did that. Select feat. Each first level character starts with a feat. So I get to have a feat. What is a good feat? Let's see here. Isn't there one that makes your Bard song last longer?
Oh, it's been a while.
I don't see it in the core book. Precise shot's really good though, because precise shot's like just the it's like that's like one of my best. I think we're gonna go with precise shot because I'm gonna be shooting. And what precise shot? Why I like precise shot is that you normally suffer a -4 penalty to shoot into melee, but with precise shot you don't. But precise shot is a prerequisite. Never mind. I have to take point blank shot first.
So yes, feat taxes.
Yeah, point blank shot is a requirement. We have to take that first. But we're building up. We're getting there. All right, and that is that for the feats. Review your description and then select equipment. All right, description. Where that's got to be after skills, I'm guessing. Oh, one other thing we need to check is in 3.5, each skill had synergy bonuses. Remember these?
Oh God, not at all.
Yeah, certain skills had synergy bonuses that could apply to other things. That's something you got to double check, because if you have the right skill, if I remember right, like acrobatics. No, not acrobatic. I think bluff has a synergy with other skills as well. That's probably our first one. We don't actually. No, let's look at bluff because it's the first one I have stats in. Bluff synergy. If you have 5 or more ranks in bluff, okay, I don't have that. You get a +2 on diplomacy, intimidate, and sleight of hand, as well as on disguise checks. Damn.
I do remember this. Oh yeah.
That's really nice. I don't have 5 ranks in it though, so I can't actually claim that yet. Diplomacy. Diplomacy has a synergy. If you have 5 or more ranks in bluff, knowledge, or sense motive, you get a +2 on diplomacy checks. I don't think I'm going to get any of these because I don't have 5 ranks. But
that's gonna be hard at level 1, but it was something to build for.
Yeah, but it's cool to know that I have like a lot of bonuses waiting for me as soon as I get to level 5. Disguise has a synergy. If you have 5 or more ranks in bluff, you get a +2 on disguise checks. Yeah, I knew that. Last 2, sense motive and tumble. So let's look at sense motive. This is now insight for anybody who plays 5th edition. It's essentially the same skill. Sense motive has a synergy. If you have 5 or more ranks in sense motive, you get a +2 on diplomacy. And tumble's the last one. Tumble says, if you have 5 or more ranks in tumble, you get a +2 on balance and jump checks, which I don't, so that won't be an issue. All right. So I've done my skills, and I'm looking for description, right? Yep, here we go. All right. First of all is religion. I'm going to say Bahamut, right? Like, you want to have a patron deity, I think Bahamut would be the one.
Bahamut's a pretty good one. This is an enlightened creature, yeah?
Yeah, I don't see a place to put it, interestingly enough.
Near the top, possibly? I would imagine it's in, like, the top bar. Maybe I'm wrong. Deity, on the right there.
I'm not seeing it. Where am I missing it?
Above skin, next to alignment, to the left of the logo.
Oh, there we go. You're right. There it is.
Deity.
So I think I'm probably not spelling that correctly, but it's Bahamut. I think what we're going to go with is this guy found a scale somewhere, dropped off like it's maybe a silver dragon scale. We're not sure. Might even be a wyvern scale, but it's definitely like a silvery scale. And he's like picked it up off the ground. He got inspired to become an adventurer.
Yeah, it sounds like a sign to me. And
I like that.
then he got saddled with these madmen from the old parts of the crossroads.
All right, so I need a good kobold name. Chat, what's a good kobold name? I am going to be. I think we're gonna say female kobold, just to make it a little less of a sausage party.
Okay.
Starting age. Roll me 3d6 if you would.
Yes. Let's see. That is 12.
All right, so I'm 32 years old. And I need a 3d4 or 2d4, sorry.
2d4. That'll be 8.
So I am 3'4".
The tallest member of the party.
So far, yes. 3'4". All right. Let's see. Roll me. No, wait. It says my base weight is 25 pounds. I mean, that seems about right. So very, very light for my. I have very light bones, I think. So let's see here. Characters with high charisma tend to be better looking than those with low charisma scores. So I'm a very beautiful very beautiful kobold woman. I get to choose my personality and I get to choose my background, which I've already described the background. Personality, I think we want to say is like wants to do good, but is a little greedy, just a little too greedy.
I like that.
And I'm also going to go lawful neutral. No, bards have to be chaotic, don't they? Don't they?
Do they?
Let me double check that. I think there is a thing on bards where they have to be. Double check bards, racist background, alignment. Bards are wanderers guided by whim and intuition rather than by tradition or law. The spontaneous talent, magic, and lifestyle of the bard are incompatible with a lawful alignment.
Okay, so it can't be lawful, but it doesn't have to be chaotic.
You know, chaotic good is always like a fun one.
Yeah, it's a flexible alignment. You can get into some fun with that.
Yeah, we're chaotic good, but we're also greedy. Like that's reasonable.
I feel like the chaotic good party is like ominous. I would get like a red flag from that as a GM.
The name is Sassafras.
Aw.
Sassafras Luton. There we go. That's a good name. Thank you, Captain Fumark. Appreciate that. All right. Gonna keep all of the shinies. A little of the shinies. Not all the shinies. Some of the shinies. Let's see. Speed. I think I'm 20 feet. So we actually know exactly how.
That sounds right for a small character.
Flat-footed armor classes without your dexterity bonus, so that's a 14. And touch armor classes without your armor bonus, so that's also a 14. Base attack bonus is +0. And campaign spells. Yes, we do need to do some spells, don't we? Bards. Bards start with 2 0-level spells. No, I'm sorry. 4 spells known of 0 level, and then 2 I can cast, actually. So 0-level bard spells. This ought to be interesting. Let's see here. There's actually one of the good things they do in 3.5 is they do break up the spell list by class. So it's fairly easy to flip over to Bard. 0 level, Dancing Lights, Daze, Detect Magic, Flare, Ghost Sound, No Direction, Light, Lullaby, Mage Hand, Mending, Message, Open Close, Prestidigitation, Read Magic, Resistance, and Summon Instrument. All right. So Obviously, one of these has got to be summon instrument.
Yeah, let's go.
I think we must do prestidigitation because it's just so useful. And we've got two more. I'm thinking message is damn useful, and so is dancing lights. Mage hand too, but I think I'm going to go with message and dancing lights. Those are just nice utility spells.
Yeah, we've got an illusionist gnome for mage hand purposes. You can just walk over there and grab it.
Interestingly, like I have the most spells in the party, even though you are a like straight up illusionist.
Well, level 0 spells weren't a thing in 2e.
I think I also get to pick. Well, Bard will tell me how much money I have. Let's see. Maybe Bard will, or maybe that's under when I get to gear. Religion, wealth, and money. Here we go. Nope, I was wrong. It is under the class. Okay, back to the class. Bard. Here we go. Bard, Barbarian, and Bard. Bards start with, well, we did the starting package. So 2d4 gold pieces.
All right, which will come to 6.
So I have 6 gold. That makes me the poorest member of the party. Interestingly enough.
You got a busk.
It's true. I do have a long sword. I could probably sell that. Like I can't imagine this guy just like carrying that around. Backpack with a wineskin, 1 day's trail rations, bedroll, sack, flint and steel, 3 torches, case with 10 crossbow bolts, a loot, and a spell component pouch. I do literally carry around a loot. Although with my strength, I'm guessing a lot of this I'm asking someone else to carry for me. Probably just, like that backpack is like just bending him almost in half. Bending her. Poor Sassafras just like, oh my God, this thing's so heavy. Oh, Lord. Let's see. 1 day's trail rations, bedroll and sack. 1 day trail rations. We're not going far from the village, y'all.
10 pounds of figs.
I wish. I want the salted herring.
I do like that. I do like that.
I miss the more specific food, honestly. I really do.
Yeah, the granularity is fun. You kind of lose that as you go forward.
3 torches and 10 crossbow bolts. Okay, one of the things that was really annoying about 3035 is you had to keep track of your ammo, and there was like a 50-50 shot if you miss or hit that you couldn't retrieve it.
Oh, right, you have to roll to retrieve.
You had to roll to retrieve your ammo, and it was such a pain in the butt. Kind of hate it. God, I should figure out the weight. I kind of don't want to worry about that. I feel like that would just be too much time.
I think it's okay.
So Sassafras Luton is our first level bard, 3'4", 25 pounds. She has, let's say she has violet eyes.
Ooh.
No, well, kobolds can have hair, right? Let's say
I
white
don't
hair.
know. I never thought of them as having hair. I guess they maybe kind of like a little crest on them.
So we'll go with white hair, red skin, and violet eyes. That's very colorful. That is a 3.5 character sheet right there. That is a bard.
Go.
That is a bard. The best thing I could do for the party is probably just hang back, use my inspire courage. Oh, I didn't even read off like what the abilities do, did I?
You fascinate.
Yeah, I can. I can in fact fascinate people. Let's just do the really quick rundown of 3.5 bard abilities because I don't know how many people here know them super well. So bardic knowledge. A bard picks up a lot of stray knowledge when wandering the land and learning stories from other bards. She may make a special bardic knowledge check with a bonus equal to her bard level plus her intelligence modifier to see whether or not she knows some relevant information about local notable people, legendary items, or noteworthy places. If I have a 5 or more ranks in knowledge history, I gain a +2 bonus on this check. I should definitely invest in knowledge history going forward. Bardic music once per day per bard level. A bard can use his song or poetics to produce magical effects on those around him. Let's see here. While these abilities fall under the category of bardic music and the descriptions discuss singing or playing instruments, they can all be activated by reciting poetry, chanting, singing lyrical songs, singing melodies, follow law, and so forth, whistling, playing an instrument, or playing an instrument in combination with some spoken performance.
You can fascinate via whistling. I like that.
Yes, I can. So let's see here. Counter song. I can use my oh my god, did I put points in perform? I did not put points in perform. Okay, I think we got to kill Tumble in that case.
Yeah, you need perform.
Yeah, I screwed that page, didn't I? Let's call this loot. I guess I feel like music is better than like, spoken word, unless I want to be a gangster rapper.
Perform more up.
Epic poetry. You know what? Let's go. Let's sing the eddas of our people as we go into battle.
I like that.
All right, cool. So there is a poetry. Now I can make my perform check.
The Epic of Bahamut.
So counter song, I can counter magical effects that depend on sound. So like a siren's song, I could counter song that. Fascinate. I can use my music or poetics to cause one or more creatures to become fascinated with me. Each creature to be fascinated must be within 90 feet, able to sit here and see me, and able to pay attention to me. The bard must also be able to see the creature. The distraction of nearby combat or other dangers prevents the ability from working, so this is a non-combat ability. But if they fail a will save against my perform check, they sit quietly and listen to the song, taking no other actions for as long as I continue to play and concentrate. Up to a maximum of 1 round per bard level. So for 6 seconds, I can make someone shut up and listen. And then Inspire Courage is all allies, including myself, bolstering against fear and improving their combat abilities. If people can hear me, and for as long as they can hear me, and up to 5 rounds thereafter, they gain a +1 morale bonus to saving throws against charm or fear effects, and a +1 morale bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls. And that will improve over time. So those are the things that I can do. I really like that Inspire Courage, by the way. That's going to be very handy for everybody. So it's probably going to be the thing I do the most often. But yeah, epic poetry. I am 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled.
I'm proud.
All right, Sassafras. That's a fun character. Let's go. I agree.
The moral center of our party so far.
Yeah, I mean that's probably asking a lot, but
that's the best we have according to the alignment system. It is scientifically true.
Now we get to do 4th edition. Dun dun dun. 4th
Excellent.
edition. Sassafras, Robin, and Lumpin are now being joined by another character from D&D. Coming down the road to Crossroads from the 4th edition adventure is maybe a cleric, maybe a paladin, maybe some sort of healer. Who knows?
I'm trying to pull up this part of the screen here. Hang on.
Yeah,
I do have a form fillable sheet once more.
Mickey Stopwatch says Detect Magic. I mean, that's a good choice. Detect Magic is always a good choice. I didn't do it because I kind of find it to be a little bit boring. Like, I want magic items to be like glowing, making sounds. Kind of, it should be like, to me, like that's a good magical item. Is something that's obviously magic in some way. Ooh, 4th edition. Look at there.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Wow.
So this is going to be our most tactical build, I think, because
no, it's got to be a warlord, doesn't it? Right?
It's got to be. It's got to be, right?
Warlord. Got to be a warlord.
So I think the kind of character I want to play is a smallish warlord, which probably means dwarf, right? That's number one is choose race, and I'm going to go with dwarf.
Can't go wrong.
Because we're keeping it kind of down low, right?
Yeah, we are.
So I'll note that character creation in 4E tells me to start in chapter 3, then go to 4, then back to 2, then to 6, then to 4, then to 7.
Wow.
That's how character creation works. So we're going to do that exactly. Starting with dwarf, which gets a number of cool bonuses: +2 con, +2 wisdom. So just put a 2 in each of these. And then I get an actual height and weight here between 4'3" and 4'9". This is the tallest character in the group, even at 4'3".
Oh yeah, you're even the shortest dwarf. It's taller than everybody else in the party.
165 pounds, the speed of 5 squares.
This is going to be fascinating if we ever get into a fight, because it's going to be like, how far can Limpin move? We're not sure. How far can Robin move? Six something. We're not sure what that means. And then 5
we're
squares.
Still determining.
Four squares for Sassafras, by the way.
Well, wait, vision. Right now, here's the ability score mods: +2 stir whiz. I get dwarven resilience.
I like that you're a fast typer like me.
I try. So my second win is a minor action, which is important for the combat system that is unique to our dwarven warlord, because no one else has second wins.
Are you a dwarf who has worked in a mine, or are you a dwarf who is under 18?
I think I am a youthful topsider with a chip on her shoulder.
Nice. Cast iron stomach. Oh yeah.
Yeah, immune to. I'm not immune, but resistant to poison. Get proficiency with a throwing hammer and warhammer.
Stop. Hammer time.
I get encumbered speed, so even when encumbered, I just trudge along. Not encumbered, encumbered speed.
Encumbered is definitely that's lumping.
We'll see what my int comes to. And I get stand your ground. 1 less square of movement.
For forced movement, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because that was a big thing in 4E.
Yes, there's a lot of things to do with shifting in 4E, like getting moved a square to very map-based, very grid-based. Lumpin's sort of ambiguous movement style is going to be really interesting. He appears to like phase into another dimension of the dwarf.
Well, I mean, Lumpin is going to be like the Schrodinger's adventure. Is he really there? We're not sure. He's somewhere. 17 years old. Nice.
All right, fantastic. So I have common and dwarven as languages, which go somewhere, I assume. Here we go.
2008. This is from the Obama era.
Yeah, it's been a while since 4E, huh?
Yeah.
Almost 20 years on the same edition of D&D.
I think I've talked about this before on this channel, but actually I got my job at Fantasy Flight working on Dark Heresy in 2008, and originally they were going to hire me to work on 4th edition D&D stuff. They were going to make some third-party products for 4th edition, but they got the license for Warhammer 40K, and they were like, okay, swerve, we're going to do that.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, 18 years ago. Thank you. I feel so old. This is a whole person ago.
A whole person ago. So I have chosen my race and choose my class, which is going to be, I believe, Warlord, right?
Yeah. Shout at us and make us heal, and we don't know why. None of us has a clue why we're healing when she yells at us, but we just do.
Yeah, the role is leader. The job is yelling. My power source is martial. My power is to like demand things and get results.
So so Verisimilla is playing a character with very little verisimilitude.
As it was meant to be.
I love it.
Yeah, the power source listed is you have become an expert in tactics. Example feat, heal 2d6. Huh? It is good strategy to heal somebody for all of their health.
I mean, it's probably going to be very useful with us because we all have like 4 and 5 hit. We're all single digit hit pointers. And most of us are below 5, if I'm not mistaken. 5 or below. 5 or below, I think, is the hit points.
All right, so I've got these. I have my proficiencies, which are numerous. There are numerous proficiencies, very strong.
So Arrow Mob says it's so World of Warcraft class drift coded. Yes, intentionally so.
Yeah, for sure. It's very much the vibe.
They were trying. So back 2008, World of Warcraft had 11 million subscribers, which everybody wanted a piece of. Everybody. And 4th edition. Oh, we need a party name. Yeah, good point. Thank you. Stefan Roy says we do need a party name. You guys go for it. Come up with something fun. I mean, stunties or shorties would be a good start, but anything you want.
Inspiring words are these features. And I need to pick between inspiring warlord and tactical warlord.
What kind of yelly person do you want to be?
I think we have an inspiring creature already. We could use an int character. I'm gonna go with tactical warlord.
All right. So you carry around a chessboard and a map.
Yeah, and a big old grudge.
Ooh. I don't think mementos are coming to play until 5th edition, right? So we don't have any cool random items yet. Does 4th edition have mementos? I don't remember.
I'm not sure if there's a sheet in this book. So, as a warlord, I get combat leader, which gives me the ability to give everyone within 10 squares +2 to initiative. However much a square is. Commanding presence, which I can choose to make either inspiring or tactical. I'm going tactical, I think.
Pretty sure the squares are 5 feet squares. Whenever we're talking about squares, I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to have to just kind of default to.
Is it like that in every edition?
I think that's maybe not every, but certainly most, I think.
Yeah. I know it's like that from 3.5 onward at least.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that there's any mementos baked into the core character creation rules.
And as a tactical commanding presence, whenever my party spends an action point to take an extra action, they will gain a bonus to the attack roll equal to half my intelligence modifier. Something no one else in the party can do because they're not from 4th edition. So,
yeah, I was gonna say like Lumpin would be like, "What's an action point? What's a movie?" Lumpin's not even gonna know what a movie is. Yeah, what's a square? Well, he'll probably. I mean, I can imagine square, but like yeah, you'd have to explain a lot to him to Lumpin.
We're gonna be very patient with Lumpin.
Maybe that's part of his low charisma. Is he's just so like clueless about how things work.
So, I get the inspiring word power, which gives me the ability to twice per encounter and once per round yell as a minor action and heal 1d6 hit points if the target spends a healing surge, which again no one else has.
Stefan Roy says the diminutive dangers is a good name for a party. I like it.
That's strong. It's strong.
The diminutive dangers. We are the dangers. There are 5 of us and we are all dangerous.
I feel like the danger. So I'll note that like all of these features work off of like minor actions, like action surges and things like this that are unique to 4E, entirely unique. It's like a whole action eco they devised for this, and really wanted to balance out that does not play cross compatibly at all. All right.
4th edition was based on some stuff from 3rd edition. The Book of Nine Swords is actually like you could see some of the evolution into 4th edition from that book. And you can also look at Star Wars Saga Edition had some things that moved towards 4th edition. And there are still things from 4th edition that blended into 5th edition as well. That's a lot of the action economy comes over from 4th edition. But the warlord did not survive, unfortunately.
RIP. I'm getting ahead of myself a bit. We're meant to pick the ability scores before doing the feat selection and stuff. So,
compact combat squad. I like the diminutive dangers more than that, but
I like the alliterative element here, though.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, so unlike the 7 methods for genning a ability array in 2nd edition in AD&D, there are 3 here. One is the standard array, 16, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10. 2 is customizing scores, quote unquote, where you can point by from 8, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and spend 22 points. And that works kind of like the KOTOR system, where they get more expensive as you go up. It's like standard point by exponential cost, etc. And then there is rolling scores with 46 drop 1.
Well, what do you think? Standard array, or do you want to roll dice? What do you want to do?
I think this is the first time we've seen the standard array.
So we have to use it, right?
I think so.
All right.
So because I am playing a dwarf, I get +2 to my con and my whiz. So I think that I should probably put at least a 14 in int, because I rely on that for my abilities. I'm bouncing. Let's say a 16 in strength.
I think you were simultaneously the strongest and the smartest so far.
I get that a lot.
Nice.
Let's go with 10 wisdom. Let's go with maybe let's go with 13 dex. Con is fine. 12 dex, so competent there, and then 11 charisma. The standard array is a strong character. The lowest score is 10.
Heightless heroes. I also like height challenged heroes as well, but heightless heroes is not bad.
Lofty ambitions.
Oh, I like that too. Damn, that's good. That's like a Acquisitions Incorporated level right there.
That's a good name for the boat.
Are we on a boat?
Well, no, we'll eventually we'll get a boat. There comes a time in the life of every young adventuring party where they need to get a boat. It'll happen to you.
Unless you're a Dark Sun, in which case, oh wait, no, Dark Sun has the Silt Sea, so they have boats there too.
Boat-esque.
Yeah. Lofty ambitions. We're getting some thumbs up on the lofty ambitions. That's a really good one.
I try. All right, now I need my skills. Skills now. So that's chapter 5. We're jumping around a lot. It's 3, then 4, then 2, then 5, then 6.
Oh, because you have healing surges, that also makes you kind of the most resilient character. Like you can just take hits and just heal yourself instantly.
Well, yeah, because I'm tuned for World of Warcraft raid, and Lumpin is tuned for the Tomb of Horrors, so it's a very different vibe, right?
Well, I was looking at that demon's mouth, and I got a danger sense twinge. Don't jump through that.
What if we keep a rope on you and use the length of rope?
In case you don't know, the Tomb of Horrors is a classic adventure that is unfortunately like not a lot of fun to play through because it's so dangerous. And one of the aspects is there's a room or a hallway, I can't remember, I think it's a room, and there's a demon's mouth on the wall, like a sculpture of a demon with its mouth open. It's the interior is just black, you can't see what's within. Infamously, people have jumped into this mouth only to determine that a sphere of annihilation is what lies beyond the demon's mouth, and they never return.
It sure does kill you instantly.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of that. I have a character who survived the Tomb of Horrors, but I was ejected via a trap that stripped away all my clothes and belongings and left me naked outside the tomb. And I was like, you know what? I'm going home.
That's a huge win, frankly. Yeah.
I was like, I get the bragging rights to say I survived the tomb. I'm going back to screw this place. I'm going home.
All right, so my base skill bonus is 1/2 my level plus my skill modifier, plus a +5 bonus if trained in the skill.
Hmm.
And there's like some penalties or bonuses from racial things or feat things, but
You'll notice
I
the skill
think
list is a lot smaller than 3.5.
yes, it's pretty tight. Well, no, the perception has been condensed here. No more
Listen and spot.
spot versus listen, which I think is a loss. I do like the distinction.
I like Streetwise. I wish we still had Streetwise as a skill.
Streetwise is cool. All right, so class skills include for Warlord, the athletic skill, the diplomacy skill, the endurance skill.
Oh, what does endurance do?
Endurance makes you strong. It's very, very cool of you to be enduring. You can just resist stuff.
Okay, Vera, what does it really do?
Endurance is tested, I believe, during prolonged exertion, like forced marches, like holding up a heavy object. Is certain defensive rules for like checks versus abilities and things. It is a con save, so it is tied to that. It's like anytime you're trying to stay up all night, for example.
It's a little bit like concentration. Then it's a little, you know, kind of willpower-esque kind of thing.
Yeah, if it's too hot, or if you're getting sick, or if you're working the job of 3 people, et cetera, then you test endurance to see how well you're able to hold up to that. And in the case of the Warlord, it's quite well. Or what else is a Warlord skill?
Borrow Mob says endurance is tested when your friend holds up a video on their phone and tells you to watch this.
I've been there before.
Even more so when it's your parents holding up a video saying, "Watch this."
I'm always testing people's endurance. I've been doing this new thing where I like say, "Hey, look at this," and I show people the Chiikawa background on my phone. And I just like ask them to comment on it. Everyone loves that.
Oh, intimidate would be useful. We don't have a scary person.
We do now. I get a +5 to this because it is inherently there, and I also get my ability mod, so not bad. Yeah, all of these are based on my mod for these. So this is actually gonna be 15. Let me move that out of this. This will be 12. It's 1, I believe 0, I believe 2, 1, 2, 3.
That's correct.
So my dex score is going to be a base of 1, charisma 0, 0, but 5. Strength is going to be 2, but 5. Like this is workable. This is workable. 2, 5, 1, 5, 5, 0, 1, 1. That's 1 at 12. So yeah, these are not terrible skills. These are some solid rolls. Some heals at 6. I can like take care of the party. I can not really do much in the way of insight, but I have some history skills, some arcana. Interestingly, not terrible.
Like I said, you're this. I think this is the smartest character in the party,
and the tallest.
And the tallest.
All right, so having done my skills, I'm going to select my feats, which I already did most of, I think. I'm
gonna have to.
Powers, not feats. And powers, not feats.
I'm gonna duck out for just a second. And can you hold the fort?
Of course, of course.
All right.
So I get 1 class feat, I believe, other than my base powers as a warlord, which I think pull from my heroic tier. No, not heroic feats. They are, yeah, they're heroic tier because there's 3 tiers in 4th edition. There's the heroic tier at 1 to 10, and there's the 11 to 20 tier, and there's epic at 21 to 30. So as a dwarf, I qualify for all sorts of things, like alertness, channel divinity. Are there any warlord specific feats? There are a lot of divine ones. There's dwarf and weapon training, which I believe I start with automatically. I see wizard feats. I see a whole list. There's a beautiful table for these also. Inspired recovery. That's fun. So what this allows is when an ally who can see you spends an action point to get an extra standard action, they also roll a saving throw as a free action. Adding my charisma modifier. I assume that would be like a saving throw to end an ongoing effect, though it doesn't specify. Kind of cute. Yeah, the feats are pretty strong. There's like a lot of cool tactical options here. 4E can play really well if you're at a table that loves straight up grid based combat, like planning and strategizing. There's some tables that just flourish in this stuff. They want to min max combat. They want to make the most of their resources and really play it out. You're allowed to do that here.
I have returned.
Hello, welcome back. I am browsing the feat list, which is pretty extensive and pretty impressive.
Right, you're going to need a nice dwarfy name. Does 4th edition have anything for dwarf names, or are you going to have to make one up?
It does have a list, I believe.
Okay.
We can browse that in a second. I'm going through the heroic tier feats, which is not yet in Paragon. There's a whole Paragon tier.
Aramop says it's the come on, the girls are watching bonus.
The most important bonus of all.
A dwarven warlord at the head of a bunch of witchy thieves. Hey, what Lumpen, just because I'm a halfling and that is also my class does not mean I am a thief. Although
yeah, the gnome is the thief.
Kind of actually also a thief.
Pseudo thievish.
And Sassafras is greedy, so she's like, I'll steal.
I could take durable and double my healing surges.
That makes you the tank.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's go durable.
Tank.
Because I have abilities that are only restricted by the number of healing surges I have available, so why not?
Oh, that's actually really useful, yeah.
Seems better than 5 base HP from toughness, which is a mainstay of D&D. All right, so this is my one feat because I'm not a human. So I've selected my powers and my equipment now. Nice. And then there is actually a character details section as well in this.
Hey.
Got to pick out my beliefs. Got to make your beliefs clear for your 4E character.
I got to say, I'm still a really big fan of 5th edition's bonds, ideals, and flaws. I think that's a really fun way to give yourself something to play off of,
I like it a lot also. I think it's strong. And I think I'm going to go for chainmail.
Hey.
Yeah.
You and Lumpen.
I think that my chainmail and Lumpen's chainmail is very different chainmail. I somehow feel that there's some kind of gap there.
Well, they have to roll they have to roll low to hit Lumpen.
Yeah, Lumpen's is made of fat though. It's confusing. I like how as we've moved into the future, Lumpen has become this like eldritch creature who's like phasing in and out of reality. Let's see. I could use my. I'll get a heavy shield as well. Why not?
And Robin has the best food because Robin has like figs and pigeons and crap that nobody else even gets to buy.
I had not envisioned the pigeons as part of the food, but we can work with that. There's perhaps room for this.
As an eldritch being, Lumpen is like he says, I have it doesn't really have a skill to like find food or even like how much he can consume. So
but there's a never-ending supply of pigeons, right?
It's sort of nebulous. How do I find food? I don't know. It just happens. And that's also this dwarf though. It's like, how do you heal people? I don't know. It just happens.
I am also going to take a Warhammer because I think that is cute. And, we like Warhammer here. It is a dwarfen tradition to use a Warhammer in combat. So, hey.
What deity says, Volcano, what deity are we paying tribute to with pigeons and 10 pounds of figs? I mean, if we're in the Forgotten Realms, it might be Ao or it might be Joaquin. It might be... Oh, there's got to be like a really fun deity, though, somewhere.
Where the heck does this go? I'm a little mystified here.
Are you missing a step?
No, I don't know where to put my Warhammer in.
Well, you put it in a carrying case. Laser cut foam is the best way.
I like it, like with a little embossed monogram on it.
Yeah, you want magnetized weapons. So there is Ilona or Sylvanus would actually be perfectly fine with figs and pigeons.
It does seem kind of sacred somehow, right?
Why not?
Whatever. I've got my Warhammer. It does swing it. +2 proficiency. That's fine. Plus, I guess 3 from strength.
Is your character a swinger?
She's got the pineapple upside down in her shield as the as the field. Moving on.
That's got to be an emoji joke, right? Like I'm a little too old probably to grab it, the whole thing.
That is swinger culture. Welcome to swinger society with the Lorebeards.
All I know is the bowl of keys, and that's like from the 70s. So the pineapple, that must be a new thing for swingers. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're ever on like a cruise or something, you're ever on Carnival Cruise Line, you see a door with an upside down pineapple sticker. It's unlocked.
Okay. I consider myself educated. The deep lore.
The deep lore. All right, and now I can do my personality, appearance, and beliefs. Awesome. I feel like personality-wise, I'm playing sort of this surly and burdened creature who is the only one who has interest in or the ability to engage in combat tactically out of the bunch. So I'm watching this creature phase in and out of the world. And...
Are you like a snob about tactics, or you're like,
oh, absolutely.
Excuse me. You should be. We need to flank this monster and get the bonus.
What do you mean, Thaco? Ugh.
Right, like, and flanking, like Robin and Lumpin are like, what's flanking? Whereas Sassafras is like, oh yeah, flanking's great, except I can't hit anything for any damage in melee. So
well, use your action surge.
What the hell is that? Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Half of this group's combat banter is just asking questions about what the hell you're talking about.
So I will note in 4th edition, alignment was boiled down from 9 options to 5. Now we have good, lawful good, evil, chaotic evil, and unaligned.
Oh. Well, you know what? You could be in a pretty interesting space if you went with unaligned.
Yeah, I think I like that. I'm an unaligned creature. I've chosen not to choose. That works pretty well. Unless I get
choose life, choose a career, choose a freaking big television. I chose something else.
I choose not to pick. And who's an unaligned god? Erithis, the god of civilization, the muse of great invention. Oh, Ion. I like Ion. I'm an Ion Stone enjoyer, and this is a god of intelligence too. So why not?
I always pronounce it Ioun, but maybe Ioun? Yeah, that's how I pronounce it. But maybe it's Ion. Maybe it's Ion.
Ioun? It's 3 vowels. Like, it's funny.
Yeah.
So I'm going to seek the perfection of my mind by bringing reason, perception, and emotion into balance. Aided by Lumpin.
Where is that guy? We're in the woods. He was right there a second ago. Crossroads Squad.
And
Lofty Ambitions is still the best, I think. But
we can do Lofty Ambitions, and we're opposed to Vecna. I'm gonna drag you guys into this.
Lofty Ambitions.
Whatever road.
I don't know.
That was the road less traveled.
So we're going after Vecna. That's the deal.
No, but I'm anti-Vecna.
just in general, if I had to pick something I'm against, it's Vecna.
Yeah. If I have one strong opinion, that's it. Not controversial, but I have one. What else is there? Yeah. I fleshed up my appearance a little bit. Small for a dwarf, tall for the party. What's a good dwarfen name?
Tallest, strongest, and smartest so far.
Golly, you're making me blush.
So there are plenty of dwarf name generators out there. Of course,
there's a lot of sort of Nordic ones here, like Mr. Oh, there's Bardrin. I like Bardrin because it's like Barden.
Or Behilda.
Behilda's great.
Behilda. Oh, that's just amazing. You got to have hair and braids for a Behilda.
Oh, absolutely. Like the majestic tassel braids.
You gotta have like a horned helmet. You look like you're from How to Train Your Dragon, you know.
Perfect. My vision is like the villagers from Asterix and Obelix.
Oh yes, even better. Oh,
carrying around menhirs.
Behilda, that's just great. How many hit points does Behilda have?
That is a good question. Max HP, how do you calculate this? It is, I believe, based on class. So I'll go back to Warlord. 12 plus code score. So no rolling here. That is a solid 14 whopping HP at level 1, which is about 3 times the next highest in the party.
That is almost 3 times as much as the next highest. Holy cow.
Plus about 14 healing surges to heal yourself for 1d6 as a bonus action.
You are literally unkillable the first 3 characters are like, my God, she's unkillable. She just won't go down.
With 18 AC also. 18's not bad.
No, damn, that's crazy.
Well, again, this is the raid boss spec. We're here to fight.
More dots.
Lumpin's getting a 50 DKP minus. Off playing with pigeons. Babbling about Thaco. No one understands that.
Right, but he does get to yell, Lumpin' Kettle Black. At least I got chicken. Or pigeons. At least I got pigeons.
All right, well, I think that's more or less a 4E character. You know, I feel good about her. I feel good about Behilda there. As they say, beauty is in the eye of the Behilda.
Spitfire says she's an ancestor god compared to the others. You're like a being out of myth, whereas Lumpin is like a being out of cosmic horror. You're like, oh, behold, Behilda, the strong.
I like that. Behilda, the strong and smart and really tall.
And humble.
That's the full title. Despite being minimum height for a dwarf. Everything's relative.
That's right. That is absolutely right. I love it.
All right, well, that's a 4E character.
Behilda says, stand here. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so I have prepared a way to do 5th edition characters because that is actually fairly easy, believe it or not.
This will be the easiest, yeah.
Because D&D Beyond exists, and it is a fantastic way to make a character quickly. So I will bring that up.
We're here. We're in the modern era, y'all. This is technology.
Check it out. I can just click some buttons and make a character, and we're going to use standard. And yeah, we're just going to do standard, and we'll come up with a name later. So we're going to do, what do we need? What do we need right now?
Well, we've got a party face, we've got a scout, we've got an illusionist, we've got our warlord tactical creature. I think we could stand for some utility or a powerful blaster.
Warlock, I think, has got to be it, because it is the 5th edition class, right? It's the first time you can do warlocks. So we're going to be a warlock. And let's see. Yeah, add class. So
I feel like all of us that have played 5e have had a warlock at the table, right? At least once.
So warlock, let's see. We have a scary person. We have an intimidation person. We don't have an investigation person. So let's do that. And you know what? We don't really have a nature person. We'll do that too.
All right.
Eldritch Invocations. Pact of the Tome sounds good.
I like Tome and Blade.
So that gives me more spells.
But you only need one.
Which is?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Yeah, no doubt. Yep. There it is right there. Boom. Eldritch Blast. And let's pick up Mage Hand. So somebody has Mage Hand.
Nice.
Mending. That's always a handy one to have. Unseen Servant, classic. And Detect Magic, because somebody needs to. So we've got Detect Magic. There we go. That's a good start. Background. Let's see.
So what kind of creature is this? Your warlock here?
Acolyte, Criminal, Sage, Soldier. Acolyte, Charlatan, Criminal, Entertainer, Folk Hero, Gladiator, Guild Artisan, Hermits, Knight, Noble, Outlander, Pirate, Sage, Sailor, Soldier, Urchin, and even many, 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 many more. I like Pirate, maybe? Pirate's a classic.
Pirate Warlock is fun. I like that.
All right, we'll do Pirate. So I have a bad reputation. All right, let's see here. My personality traits. My friends know they can rely on me no matter what.
Let's go.
I'm committed to my crewmates, not ideals.
That's going to be important.
I'll always remember my first ship. And once I start drinking, it's hard for me to stop.
Let's go.
That's rad. Okay. Alignment. We're going to go with chaotic neutral.
Yeah, that's sort of the leaning of the party, right? This is an ambivalent group, I think.
The rest of this is going to have to wait a little bit till I get my species. So we want something small, don't we?
Could be.
Let's see.
There's a lot of options here. Look at that. Look at all those.
Let's see. Goblin is a possibility. We already have Kobold.
This is such a far cry from surfing through 70 tables.
I think we're gonna have to go Goblin, aren't we? If we want to keep this small thing going.
The Goblin Pirate Warlock is a strong move, I think.
I mean, that's pretty rad.
It feels very 5e.
Okay, so I am a Goblin. Give me some suggestions. Dalvin. Dalvin's a good name. We'll go with Dalvin. Dalvin the Goblin. And I guess we're going to go with, let's do point buy. We haven't had a point buy yet.
Yeah, and I think point buy has become kind of common in 5e, right? It's like a strong point buy is why.
And let's see, we want a 10 charisma. We want their constitution, we want 10 dexterity. Wisdom would be nice to be a 10. 15 charisma is the casting stat, so you want that. My dex is already a 12. I could actually pump that a little bit higher. And let's see here. Constitution also up, so let's see if we can go there. So that gives us 8 strength, 8 intelligence, 10 wisdom, 15 charisma. All right. Starting equipment, we'll just pick the standard leather armor, sickle, 2 daggers, arcane focus, book of occult lore. It will clearly be Tobin's spirit guide. Will be the name. Scholar's pack of 15 gold. I start with a belaying pin, 50 feet of silk rope, and a rabbit's foot. Nice. A set of common clothes or a pouch containing money. Let's take the clothes and add the starting equipment, please. Thank you. And let's look at our character sheet. Did I get my I don't think I did get all the. Let's see here. I think I didn't get all the stuff. I don't think I picked all my proficiencies. Maybe I did.
More options for your characteristics and stuff. Yeah.
So faith, lifestyle, modest. Gender is going to be male. Dalvin's is a boy. He's a boy goblin. Age is going to be, let's say 16. He's a youth. I don't know what the hair. Can you do me a favor? Look up some goblin stats for hair, skin, eyes, and height.
Sure.
I want to say skin is going to be orange because pretty sure goblins are orange skinned in D&D.
Between 3 and 4 feet tall, between 40 and 80 pounds. There are greenish, yellowish goblins. I think it's between like a pale orange and like a deepish green.
We'll say pale orange for skin then.
Okay.
And what color hair? Black. We'll do black. Black hair.
That'll work. I'm sure that'll fly.
Black hair should be fine. I guess I do have all my skills. That's weird. This is like the first time I've played a character where I didn't have to pick a whole bunch of proficiencies.
Is that it?
That was quick. God dang, look at that. That was fast. But you know what we didn't do though?
What?
We didn't. The most important thing for a 5th edition character. We didn't do the memento.
Ooh, that's true. That's true.
This is unfortunately a weakness of D&D Beyond. Is it doesn't really. I don't believe there is a way to do mementos in the character builder. Equipment is it something you can do with equipment? Let's see. Other possessions. Add items. Filter by source category. Wondrous. Nope. I don't believe they have one in there. That's interesting. But I know we get one. So why don't you roll percentile for me, and I will open up my player's handbook and see if I could find a memento.
Percentile. Hang on. Okay. 72.
72. Mementos are just rad, and I would not want to play 5th edition without them. They're so much fun, and they add a little interesting like adventure hook or just a little like conversation starter even sometimes. Here we go. Almost there. All right. Going to the index. Memento. I'll be damned. I know it's in here. Anybody have a page number for mementos? That would be helpful.
Not high.
Chat might help me out. I don't know.
Any 5e knowers?
Warlocks. Oh, warlocks do have a starting package too. I want to say, I already grabbed, so I don't need to worry about that. Personality, background, height, and weight. We got that. Languages. Languages. Didn't do that part. Personality traits, we did that. Inspiration, backgrounds. We've done all the background stuff. It's probably right after backgrounds. Nope. Is it in equipment? It might be near the end of equipment. Let's see about that.
You are equipped with it, kind of.
Yeah, here we go. It is on page 160. And you rolled a 72, right?
Yes.
I have a silver teardrop earring made from a real teardrop. That's interesting. All right, so we're going to add possession. Let's see here. A silver teardrop earring made from a real teardrop. So clearly, as a pirate, I have absconded with this silver tear from my ship, found myself adrift on the sea. Oh no, shipwreck! I was shipwrecked during a massive
Ooh.
during a massive storm. I washed up on the shore and found a path that led to the Crossroads Village. And I showed up waterlogged, smelling of salt, wandered into the tavern, and everybody was like, "Okay, you're short. Join us. You look trustworthy. Join our group."
The new arrival from the 5ECs.
Oh my gosh! All right, so
Yeah, what is your patron like?
Oh, that's true. Do I need to choose a patron?
I think so, narratively, yeah.
Justifications. I said Pact of the Tome. Where? That's interesting. I wonder why that didn't pop up with a thing there. I haven't made too many warlocks on D&D Beyond, to be honest, so it's kind of a little new to me. But let's look at the warlock here just to make sure I am not crazy and they pick one at first level. Creating a warlock, class features. Oh, do I have I should have my hit points on that character sheet. So let's go to view character sheet.
The second tankiest in the group too.
With a 13 armor class?
HP.
Oh, that's actually twice as many HP. Yeah, that is second tankiest. You're right. You're absolutely right. Oh my gosh. Light armor. Do I have, let's see here. Inventory. I have leather armor. Cool. And a sickle. So I have 14 armor class now, which is not terrible. And my hit points are 10. I have 10 hit points. Nice. Okay, Pact Magic, your Arcane Research, your patron. See Chapter 10. Pact Boon. Okay, that's third level. Eldritch Invocations is second level, so I don't get any of that. Otherworldly Patron, though, is part of that's actually the first thing you do. So, yeah. What is my patron? Let's see. I have the Archfey, the Fiend, Great Old One.
Ooh.
Great Old One would make a lot of sense. I think we're going to have to say Pact of the Tome. That's Eldritch Invocation, Pact Magic. Yeah, I think we're going to have to say, though, it's the Great Old One, right? Which just it expands like some spells I can choose from, which I haven't chosen spells yet. Why? God, that's weird that it doesn't have that. Unless Pact of the Tome is, surely that can't be the case, though, right? No. Pact of the Tome. Your patron grants you a grimoire called the Book of Shadows. Right. Okay, so I have a Book of Shadows from the Great Old One, but there's no place to just select that. That's interesting. Mage Hand, Mending, Detect Magic. Okay, so I guess I did pick my spells. Since I have Detect Magic and Unseen Servant. And Eldritch Blast. Oh my god, look at that. +4 to hit. I think it's you and I think it's me and Behilda are the actual fighters, because like this he's got a +4 to hit something. That's pretty great.
Yeah, I feel like in fact, as we've gone on, the characters have gotten stronger and stronger.
Yeah, I think you're right. Absolutely. 100%. Wow. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. And I can mend. I have cantrips. I have Mending and Mage Hand. Mage Hand is so useful. It's just especially for dungeon crawls. It's just an excellent cantrip. Prestidigitation is still king, but that's really good. Mage Hand is really good. Let's see here. Skill wise, I'm proficient in athletics, but I suck at it. I'm proficient in investigation, but not great at it. I'm proficient in nature. Not great. Proficient in perception, where I get a +2. So I'm not a skill monkey by any means at all. I am proficient with navigator's tools and water vehicles. I know how to sail a boat. That's actually quite handy. I could, of course, swing a sickle if I really wanted to, but it's only a +1 to hit, so probably won't be doing that.
The name of that boat, The Lofty Ambitions.
As a goblin, though, I do get nifty nimble escape. I can take the disengage or hide action as a bonus action on each of my turns. That's really good. That's really good. Disengage or hide as a bonus action? Hell yeah.
That's just really strong. Yeah, we've got a couple of elusive characters.
That is very strong. I've got a stealth of +3 and a sleight of hand of +3 without having proficiency in it, and my acrobatics is +3. So, not terrible at sneaking around, which is really cool. But yeah, I'm kind of questioning like why the Great Old One isn't something I can just pick. That's weird. Spitfire says these are the characters from the Lorebeards one shot, right?
Can you imagine playing this? How would that even work? Like, we just like make Lumpin appear wherever he wants on his turn.
I guess we're getting close to time here, so I should say, by the way, thank you, Spitfire, for the super chat. Super chats are what keeps this show going, and they directly benefit the host. So if you want to see more Lorebeards and role playing, the best way to do that is more super chats. We are very grateful for all of you.
Thank you so much.
If you want to know more about what we're up to, you can also join the Discord. We have a really cool Discord for the Lore Seeker community, which is what we call our Discord members. Lord Vorn or Hawk can put up a link to it, I think. And he has 6 standard move. Yeah, he does. He's pretty quick. He's got 30-foot speed on him. One of the faster members of the party, certainly faster than Sassafras, and it's probably the same as Lumpin, although it's again a little indeterminate. Lumpin is in a weird non-Euclidean space. I love how he's become a Lovecraftian being somehow. he's the Lovecraftian ideal of an adventuring halfling. Even though he should have half the standard for his generation.
So what did we learn? What did we learn from this? Like, cause we've now charted out like sort of an archetypal character from each generation, right?
Well, basic was nice and quick, but at the same time, it's not definitive. Like basic, I feel like Lumpin is a kind of smudged character in that I don't feel a lot about him as defined, and that's kind of good, but at the same time, I wish it had more definition for basic characters.
Yeah, like he sort of exists as a concept. He would fill a role in a dungeon, and you would play through crawling around and getting loot and having your hirelings who Lumpin cannot boss around carry out piles and piles of gold.
Yeah, it's also important to point out he doesn't have a lot to do except I attack or I hide.
He is very good at one of those things, though.
He's very good at hiding, not so much at attacking. he has only in the equivalent of all of these things. He has a +1 on all of his attacks if they're ranged. If they're not ranged, it's +0. What did you learn from? What was the advanced D&D character? Robin. What did you learn from Robin? Yeah.
I learned that advanced D&D is very advanced. There were a lot of subtables. Dividing just thieving skills into 7 or 8 categories that had modifiers for dexterity and armor class and proper class, and then like additional points per level, and it gets meticulous. It's a level of crunch that's pretty cool. I really appreciated the item sheets, though. I thought that being able to buy like specific types of foods was cool. There were over 80 individual charts in the book.
That's a lot of charts. Holy moly.
Lots of cross-referencing. It was interesting, though. It's interesting.
3rd edition, so Sassafras, the bard. It was surprising to me to remember just how much was not available at first level, because all those synergy bonuses, like I couldn't get any of them. I only have 2 cantrips first level, and my actions as Sassafras are basically limited to I shoot my crossbow or I do bard song, and that's about it. So not a lot of options for like what to do in a given round, but definitely Sassafras was a lot more fleshed out than Lumpin.
Yeah, and you got to experience feat taxing even in the very first level of creation.
Yeah, I had to pay a feat tax where I was like, oh, I want this. Oh, I can't get it. Yeah, so system mastery was a big deal for third edition because I even wrote articles about this for Knights of the Dinner Table magazine, where like creating a plan for your character over the levels, what feats you wanted to get, what prerequisites you had to hit to get those feats as early as possible. Pathfinder suffered from the same issue, where making a character was a lot like a flowchart. Like, I need X to get Y to get Z.
Yeah, it's notorious for that. Pathfinder has or at least had at one time a lot of like Google Docs that were maintained just to show you the most efficient methods to skip feat taxes or to breeze through them, etc.
What about
to avoid it?
What about Behilda, the tall, the strong, and what was the last bit?
The very clever, something like
Very
that.
clever. Yeah.
Bill, that was a lot of fun to make. You have a lot of room for creative expression in 4E. There were a lot of decision points, even at level 1. And I could really see like how party synergy was meant to come together. Like, it feels weird to make a warlord in particular for a party where no one else has bonus actions to like spend action surges and so on, because you can really see how the game expects you to have synergy with your teammates, how it expects you to queue them up to do things in their turn, for them to enable you to do the same, for you to balance around having crazy swings and good action economy in combat. And I think the Behilda wound up being like one of the stronger characters as a result. There was a real move there from the like gradual increase in power in third edition and the kind of floaty builds in first and second to suddenly at level 1, you were a fully made character with like 4 different powers. You're there to do cool combos and things, very MMO styled.
And something I noticed about Behilda is that she didn't have to use any of her abilities to be strong.
No.
She could just stand there. Well, I mean, I guess the one ability she had to use was like action surge or a healing surge, but that was about it. Like, if even if you limited her to just healing surges, she could stand there and fight it out with like a whole army of first level goblins.
Yeah, not half bad. And like furthermore, her skills were pretty solid just from the crazy proficiency bonus that was offered.
Her skills were, she was quite good at doing things, which was not true for Lumpen or Robin.
No.
Kind of true for Sassafras. Like I had some where I was a +8 on perform, like for example.
Yeah, and a bard should be good at things, but like we had a lot of +6s in this warlord, and like that's like the bard is the archetypal like skill character, right?
6s and 7s.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. And then with the last character, which was Dalvin the Goblin. Obviously, I played a lot of 5th edition, so this felt the most like, hey, here's a character I could just play. Is Dalvin the Warlock? I was concerned that the online builder did not emphasize the patron, and you think that would be the most important part. So, how does a pirate meet a great old one? Like, that's obviously you could go the route of like Critical Role with Ford, because he was also a pirate who had a great old one type warlock patron. But I would want to do something different with Dalvin.
Yeah, like there's a lot of cool stuff you could do. I mean, the online builder is not going to make your entire narrative arc for you, but it's efficient. Like, it took you all 10 minutes to put together the skeleton of what is a perfectly playable character.
Yeah, the D&D Beyond, the tools are exceptional for building a character. It was just like done. Basic took me a little bit longer, and 3rd edition definitely took me longer. Where I was like, wait, where's this? Where's this? Where's this? I had to flip back and forth. And I'm in love with the mementos. If anybody played Wrath and Glory has a memento section because I loved it so much in D&D 5th edition.
It's a pretty cool little thing.
Yeah. I'm excited. I would play any of these characters in a game. Although I pity the poor GM who has to handle 5 characters each from a different edition of D&D.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna run that campaign, but it's a fun thought experiment, because you can see how like eventually they just stop being compatible at all. Like, you could kind of make 4th work with 5th and 3rd, but combining the 2nd and 4th, or like the 1st and 5th, no way.
And we got a fun comment here. Mickey Stopwatch. I think you build a 5e character off the physical book with no knowledge in 30 minutes. That sounds right. 4th edition is also pretty quick. I think Vera took a little bit longer, but I recall character creation being under an hour, certainly for a newbie, and probably under 30 minutes if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I had reviewed it in advance, but I'm not like super familiar with either that or 2nd edition. I would say that making a complete 4E character felt pretty straightforward. I think it was not like laborious. 2nd edition AD&D, little bit complicated, a lot of tables.
I wish there was a D&D Beyond for AD&D.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, I didn't actually. One of the things I didn't do to prepare for this, I wanted to, was to look for character generators. And I think I did like a really quick Google and I didn't find anything. But if you guys know if there's a really good AD&D generator out there, that'd be really fun. But hey, next week we're going to do some more RPG stuff. We're going to talk about something really interesting and fun, which Vera and I will decide on after the show.
I do like white whales.
White whales is a possibility. White whales are the games that you always wanted to run and never did, like the All Dwarf Party or the Elven Court or Thieves Guild or etc. We're going to talk about that. That's a possibility. Also, Vera will be joining us. I hope you'll be joining us Wednesday on Lorebeards and 40K, because we're going to be talking about the power of faith.
Yes, I will be there.
So check us out on Wednesday.
Living Saints. I'm very excited.
We appreciate all you guys for joining us here on Lorebeards Role Playing. We're excited. We're going to do more, and we appreciate everybody for being here. So thank you so much.
Yep. Thanks a ton.
Cheers.